Hey, welcome to the Deshi Ballers Huddle episode 6. Once again, this is Ashreen live from the Deshi Ballers page. For those who are watching, this week we're here to discuss one more episode and one more tournament that has happened with the national team. This week we're going to discuss the All India tournament in 2018, where the women's team and the men's team traveled together to West Bengal to participate in this in one of the what do I say, tournament hosted by one of the big clubs in West Bengal, where they invited some of the top teams around India, and they sent an invitation to Bangladesh. So it was a great event, great tournament, and lots of good memories from that event. So today is going to be our last huddle for the season. So I hope a lot of people are going to tune in and listen to us. We have lots of new stories from some new faces. Today we have Tashfia, Nahian, and Farheen, along with Monica and me, Ashrin, here to talk about the All India Tournament 2018. This was a tournament that happened in 2018 where both the men's and the women's basketball teams traveled together to West Bengal. And in the men's section, there were 6 teams, along with the Bangladesh men's team. There was Punjab Police, Indian Overseas Bank, Central Railway, D.L.W and Rakhi Sanhga. And in the women's section, there were 4 teams, Rakhi Sanhga, the host team, South Central Railway, Southwestern Railway, and Bangladesh. So, because of our good relationship with the West Bengal Basketball Federation, we were invited to this tournament. Before we go into talking about our experiences and about the games over there, I'm going to quickly introduce our amazing ballers at the huddle today. Let's get some introductions going. So who wants to go first? I'm just going to pick and put you guys on the spot. Let's start with Nahian.
Hi. You have to start with me.
No worries. By the way, those who are watching should know that Nahian has connected all the way from the US. So অনেক সকালবেলা ও আর কি ও মনে ঘুমায় নাই সারা রাত সেরি টেরি খেয়ে ও জেগেই আছে and she's been waiting to talk to everybody.
Fall asleep midway through.
Don't fall asleep. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Nahian Noor. So I started my journey in the national team with this tournament. So this was my first tournament, Dhakar Baire, Bangladesher Baire, in the national team with all the senior players. So this was like a big opportunity for me. Talking about myself, I went to Scholastica. ওখান থেকে I started playing. That's where my entire basketball journey started. About around 2014, that was the time when I first started playing basketball. And interestingly, I never thought that I would play in the national team. Like this was something that I never even imagined. So it's great that I could actually go up there and play. So আরেকটা জিনিস হলো যে till 2016 I didn't even know যে there's a federation and there's a basketball federation in Bangladesh that actually exists. So I didn't know. It was a new experience. So in 2017, that was the first time when I went to federation for this 3-on-3 tournament. It was a 3-on-3 tournament. I think স্বাধীনতা দিবস এরকম একটা tournament ছিল তো that was the first time I went, and ওখানে গিয়ে I met all the senior players, because before that I never met Ashina Apu or Monica Apu or anyone before that. So it was like the first time that I met them. And after playing okhane, so everyone said, "Oh, you're so good." And then I was like, "Okay, I think I can take this somewhere." So that was the first. That was the first time I got to meet them. They said that I was good, and they said you should play more. So that was like, okay, I think I can do something about this. And that's when I started playing and taking part in tournaments. And back in school, on their school team, it was a new team. The first time we had a campus, and I personally didn't have any seniors. So like basketball for me was something, I had কাউকে খেলতে দেখতাম না because it was very new. However, there were some people, some boys in my school who used to play. তো ওটা দেখে দেখে I started playing, and and I thought this was a very, I mean, a good sport for me, and that's how I stuck to the sport, and that's how I've been playing the whole time, and now I'm here.
Yeah, it's a great journey, but we also want to know about the club that you formed later on, from your experiences, and you decide. How did you decide to form a club, a men and women's basketball club of your own? And I'm seeing that a lot of people are mentioning it as well. Lamia has written "Go Warriors." Joita has written "Go WBC." So maybe you can share. We club Warriors club to কিভাবে start হলো?
Now, this is interesting because this is the thing about basketball. So before basketball, I was a very introverted person. মানে আমি যে একটা ক্লাসে 10টা মানুষের সামনে কথা বলবো, I used to, get stuck, and I used to think that, like, I never imagined I would do like so much. এত কিছু যে করবো, I never thought of it. So খেলতে খেলতে the best part is, I mean, I can tell you that my biggest inspiration would be my juniors who were in my team, school. So thanks to you guys, I realized that I had some potential in me. I discovered my leadership qualities that I didn't know that even existed. So before that, I had no idea that I could do this. So স্কুলে যখন খেলতাম তখন I had this thought যে right now I'm in school. After 2 years, I'm gonna graduate. এরপরে কোথায় খেলবো? So that's when I started thinking, looking for places. I mean, does this country have clubs or anything যেখানে basketball খেলা যায়? And I couldn't really find a good place. And this is the thing. I was trying to look for কি বলে, the senior national team players and the national team or anything that would exist, even the federation. So I, tried looking it up, but ওরকম কিছু পাই নাই. It was like like I said, I didn't even know that the federation existed before 2016.
Yeah, and I think ওই সময়টা আমরা খুব একটা প্রমোটও করি নাই. We were not so active on Facebook, or there was no proper কি বলবো, কোনো সেন্ট্রাল জায়গা ছিল না যেখানে সব ইনফরমেশন গুলো খুঁজে পাওয়া যাবে. It was hard for people to find আসলে কি হচ্ছে.
It was very difficult. So, and then I thought that I should, like, when I started working for the sports, the tournament chilo, and the best part is যে আমাদের Dhaka, even though basketball is not that popular, it's very popular amongst the schools. English medium হোক, Bangla medium হোক, it's very popular. So especially with the schools that have court, even যে স্কুলে court নাই ওদেরও team আছে. So that is a good thing. So the sport, especially মেয়েদের ক্ষেত্রে, because like girls usually we don't see that many girls participating in sports. But however, luckily, basketball is a sport যেখানে the girls are participating. So this was a thing যে অন্যান্য স্কুলে there used to be tournaments like Sunbeams, DPS, and all the schools that I can think of. So tournaments এর কারণে কি বলবো, আস্তে আস্তে I kept getting more leaned towards the sport. And এমনও হতো যে আমি খেলতেই থাকতাম. And this is the thing, I used to go to school so that I could play, because school ছাড়া আর কোনো ground ছিল না. So I used to go there, and there were times when I was skipping class and I was at the court, and the teacher used to come and then look for us, and I used to hide, and then okay, ধরে নিয়ে ক্লাসে যেত. So these were the things that like I miss right now. But these things, এভাবে করে I got more into the sport. So before school ended, that was the first time I was actually waiting for the right opportunity যে কখন the federation would call for a selection. And interestingly, they called the selection, I think by the end of February. for this tournament, and
Yeah.
I had my A-levels exam, class 12 board exams, Jeta.
Actually, hold that thought when we start talking about the preparations and how we started practicing. Hold that thought. Amra oi section eshe we will talk about it. Thank you, Nahian. Nahian was a gem of a player. Amra ashole when we started this 2018 এ টিমটা যখন শুরু হলো তখন আমরা খুঁজতেছিলাম অনেক নিউ কোনো প্লেয়ারকে পাওয়া যায় কিনা এভরি টাইম ক্যাম্প শুরু হয় আমরা সবসময় খুঁজি নতুন নতুন প্লেয়ার নাহিয়ান ওয়াজ কমপ্লিট gem that we found, so we're so happy that we found Nahian. Moving on to Tashfia, and I think we have a lot of ballers from Sunbeams in the house. So very, very happy and excited that we have Tashfia, Farheen, and me. We're all Beamers. So Tashfia, go ahead and give a small introduction of yourself to those who don't know you or who are seeing you for the first time today.
Hi, I'm Tashfia Chaudhary. I'm from Sunbeams, and I started playing basketball in class 6. So basically, in my school, we had like generations and generations of great basketball players. So watching them was inspiration itself. তারপর basketball খেলা শুরু হওয়ার পর থেকে when I started growing up, তখন জুনিয়ররা আসছিল ওদেরও খেলা, it's like অন্য level. Like every player has their individuality, and we sometimes we forget that we don't only learn from our seniors, we learn from our juniors as well. So I'm very grateful for all my seniors, all my juniors, like everyone who helped me get through this journey, and especially to Nias sir. So yeah, I'll just keep it short.
Don't we all love Nias sir? Nias sir must be a proud coach right now. Kibabe every single generation of Beamer ballers have come out of his coaching and his leadership.
Yeah.
So
I think we are like 3 generations here.
That's true. We have 3 generations, 3 different teams over here, and Nias sir usually দেখে মানে এখন live না দেখলেও he usually watches it. We have a lot of people watching us. Thanks guys. Let me just quickly read some comments. Joita is watching. Hi Joita, thank you for watching. Lamia is watching. Hey guys, Lamia একটু ভালো করে দেখো. Point out some comments to me if you see them. Benazir is watching. Hi ladies, lovely seeing you all. Hi Benazir. Rayat Ahmed, I don't know, is he any of your friends? Dana, he's watching, thanks. Niva is watching. Javed sir is watching. Salam, Javed sir. Good to see you all.
Sir.
Keep safe, sir. Thank you for watching. And আমাদের খেলাটেলা হলে ডাইকেন. We look forward to hear from you. Tashfia Afnan has written, great to see you girls. Ibrahim, you go girls. Armina is also watching. Radia, Tashfia, we have some Tashfia fans over here. Yeah, so let's move on to a small introduction from Farheen.
Hi guys, I'm Farheen and I started playing basketball when I was in class 5. Class 5 এ ছিলাম আমি 15 years ago, so there's that. I've been playing for that long, and I think I again started playing. I was always sporty when I was a kid. তখন আমি tennis আর golf mainly খেলা হতো, but once basketball came into my life, I think I dropped everything and I did it. I started playing আমাদের ধানমন্ডি 6 number Sunbeams. I studied in Sunbeams throughout, so ধানমন্ডি 6 number 6 নম্বরের একটা মানে I don't even know if it was a court, it was just like একটা corner মানে
মাটির একটা ফ্লোর ছিল, গ্রাউন্ড ছিল মাটির।
ওইটা তো ভালো কোর্টটা ছিল, এটা হলো আমাদের মেয়েদের ছিল। হ্যাঁ ওই ক্লাস 5 রা যেখানে খেলতো আর কি। So I think I started playing there, and once I got into it, I don't think I stopped. I remember when I first started playing, I wasn't really as good as some of my teammates. So I got a basket and a basketball, and আমার আম্মুর অফিসের টা লাগাইছি, and every day after school I used to practice there by myself. And I think that's how, you know, I started getting noticed by the coach, and I was like, I have to make it to the team. I have to make it to the team. And then তারপর finally class 7 এ team এ নিছিল. And even though I didn't play that Green Herald tournament, the infamous Mother Dolores,
yeah.
Class 9 onwards, I think like the face of Sandeem's women's basketball changed, because I think oi class 9 amra jokhon chilam till to this day, I think that winning streak Sandeem's girls has maintained. So oi class 9 I think I started with a few of the ballers who were in the national team as well. National team onek Sandeemers ase. So but then class 12 এর পর I started focusing more on my studies because I wanted to go abroad for my higher studies, and that's what I did. আমি আমেরিকাতে যে I studied in a Big Ten school, so এখানে definitely basketball team-এ chance পেতাম না. But every year I used to make a team, play for a team, and we used to play intramural. So within like schools, like the university students, we used to have like tournaments, and I used to participate on that. And pickup game like every other weekend kortam amra, thanda hok borof hok, mane we had really good basketball facilities. So I definitely maintained playing throughout my university, and that is when I think a lot of the tournaments happened as well for the national team. And then I came back end of 2016, and since I know a lot of you guys, tournaments to khelai hoise. So yeah, that is my basketball journey.
Great, thank you. Zara's watching, and I think Zara was also part of your batch, your team, right? Beamer Ballers.
Zara, Sanjana, Madhuri, Umama.
Yeah. So Madhuri ke amra ebar pai nai, but Umama ke we've been able to bring to one of our huddles. Zara is the Beamer Ballers and Niasser. Hi girls, great to see you guys. Hi Zara.
He's definitely shaped us.
Yeah, truly. So moving on to, and actually Monica amar kon introduction diye lab nai. We are as every episode we say that amra dinosaur. আমি সবচেয়ে বড় ডাইনোসর, মনিকা ছোট ডাইনোসর। সো আমরা আর কি ব্ল্যাব করেই যাই সারা বছর, সারা মাস, and everybody knows who we are. But moving on to how this tournament started and how we prepared. So আমার যতদূর মনে আছে যে this was the tournament was in April back in 2018, and পয়লা বৈশাখের টাইমে, রাইট? সো আমরা আর কি মানে মিক্সড ফিলিংস ছিল যে পয়লা বৈশাখের সময় ঢাকায় থাকবো না, ঢাকার যেই নর্মালি দ্য কাইন্ড অফ থিংস দ্যাট হ্যাপেন ইন ঢাকা, ওই জিনিসগুলো আমরা মানে ঢাকা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স করবো না। বাট দেন এগেন কলকাতা ইজ নট সো ডিফারেন্ট ফ্রম ঢাকা। সো আমরা at least I know that I was quite excited যে ওখানে গেছে, ঠিক আছে, মেবি ডিফারেন্ট কালচারাল একটা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স হবে।
Not really. National teamer জন্য খেলার ওইটা ন্যাশনাল টিমের জন্য খেলার জন্য it's worth missing একটা পয়লা বৈশাখ in Dhaka.
Of course, yeah.
For years.
We didn't really care. Our monana we cared, but moving on to like how we started, and আমি মনিকা তো হয়তো বা আগের টিমগুলোতে ছিলাম যেহেতু, সো আমাদের জন্য খুব একটা ওরকম নতুন কিছু ছিল না। But Tashfiya, Nahian and Farheen, all three of you were part of this team. You were the three new people on the team. So I want to hear from you guys. How did you guys come to tryouts? Like, who told you, and how did you make it to camp? Whatever you can remember.
I'll start this one. So once I got back, I think since I knew the basketball community already because you were all like my teammates and seniors, and us amra actually khelsi. So I think at the tournament, one of the sirs like spotted me, and we played one of the tournaments. At a 3-on-3 tournament hoisilo jeta amra runners up hoisilam, Ashrin, if you remember.
You guys beat our team semi-final. Yeah, that was the tournament.
Amra naki Farheen's team?
No, it was Ashinapu's team.
Yeah,
I think I vaguely remember. Ami, Lami, Benazir, আর Zara বোধহয় টিমে ছিল।
Exactly.
Armina, তারপরে Farheen, আমরা একটা টিমে ছিলাম।
Yeah. So we came runners up. So আমাদেরকে coach ডাকছেন সেদিন, like there were like a lot of players, a lot of juniors as well, and আমি তো BFTS এও তো ট্রেনিং করতাম না আর কি, like the other people, and because I was also abroad during most of the time, so I was like, okay, you know what, মাথা নিচু করে খেলতেছি। So তখন জাভেদ স্যার এসে গ্রুপ করছিল, 4টা ছিল আমার মনে আছে, বুঝছো? So like আমাকে একদম বাচ্চাদের সাথে দিছে because he doesn't notice me. So I was like, but Rami ছিল সাথে ওইটাতে, and I was like আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, কারণ তোমাদের সিনিয়র্সদেরকে জানে কেমনে খেলো আলাদা করে রাখছে, and then তারপর just to see like the new faces to try them out, and I was like আচ্ছা you know what, fine. And then I think after the first game, I think he finally moved. He like jumped me up, party, like to go play with the seniors and everything like that. I still remember that practice, Arki, because it was like 30-40 girls almost.
Right, I have a picture of that.
That was the tournament when I first saw you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been.
But আমার মনে হয়
স্কুল টুর্নামেন্ট
মানে নাহিয়ানের সাথে খেলছিলাম, মানে নাহিয়ানের সাথে ফার্স্ট গেম ছিল, নাহিয়ান অনেক রাফ খেলতো।
হ্যাঁ, আমি তো ওই যে নাহিয়ানের উপর মানে গেমের পরেও মানে
ছিলাম না,
I don't know, but আমার এটা নাহিয়ানের সাথে ফার্স্ট এনকাউন্টার এটাই মনে আছে।
That was the tournament when I first saw Monica Pu play, and I was like at all like oh my god, ওই টুর্নামেন্টে আমি খালি মনিকা পুকে এত ভালো খেলতে দেখছিলাম, she was flying. And because that was the first time I saw Monica when she was flying. And that was the first time
আমি মনে কোর্টে চেতছি, মানে সিরিয়াস চেতছিলাম, বিকজ তোমার অনেক ভালো ডিফেন্স ছিল, আর প্লাস তুমি মানে আমার চোখের মধ্যে মানে কোনি মারছিল অর সামথিং।
ওটা চোখে কোনি না, ওটা হাত ছিল, আমি দেখি নাই।
হ্যাঁ মানে আমি মানে আমার নাহিয়ানের এটাই মেমোরি আছে যে ওর সাথে ফার্স্ট মিট করছিলাম ওই টুর্নামেন্টে, ওর উপরে অনেক চেপছিলাম ডিউরিং দ্যাট গেম। সো
ইয়া আই রিমেম্বার টুর্নামেন্টটা কিন্তু জাস্ট এই ক্যাম্পের কিছুদিন বা কয়েক উইক আগে ছিল। It wasn't like a tryout or anything, but ওই টুর্নামেন্টে এসে কিন্তু আমার নতুন নতুন প্লেয়ারকে চিনছি। অ্যাটলিস্ট আই নো দ্যাট আমি অনেক নতুন নতুন প্লেয়ার্সদের সাথে আমার সাথে দেখা হয়েছে, সেখান থেকে বেশ কয়েকজন বোধহয় যে দিস ওয়াজ দ্য ডে ফার্স্ট ডে অফ ক্যাম্প ফর দিস টিম, এন্ড প্রথম দিন বোধহয় অনেক বেশ ভালো, সবাই হয়তো নাই ছবিতে হয়তো সবাই নাই, বাট অনেকজন আসছিল। Mostly people who participated in that tournament were all there.
ওই টাইমে মনে হয় তোমার যে টুর্নামেন্টের টাইমে তোমার ম্যাক্সিমাম স্কুলসদের ইনভিটেশন দেয়া হয়েছিল, সো আফটার দিস স্কুল টুর্নামেন্ট আমরা অনেক এনগেজড হয়ে গেছিল যে সো অনেকে ট্রাই করছিল।
Actually স্কুলে কোনো I don't think there were any official like
there weren't unofficially,
it was just like
so এই টুর্নামেন্টের মধ্যে তো তাশফিয়া ছিল না, so how did you come practice with us?
So basically আমি BFTS এর সাথে I've been like well connected to them for a long while. When I was in 7th or 8th grade, for a year and a half আমি BFTS এ ট্রেনিং করতাম, and I used to participate in a lot of school and underground tournaments. ওখানে BFTS এর অনেক কোচরা ref করতে আসতো, so they all knew me really well. So নিয়াসারও তো আমাকে নিয়াসা আমাদের সবাইকে বলে দিয়েছিল যে like there's gonna be a tryout, so তোমরা সবাই যেও, and ওইটার উপরে আমাকে রঞ্জিত স্যার মনে কল দিয়েছিল, and ওয়াসি স্যার মনে কল দিয়েছে I think. So I've been well connected with them
before the tryouts. We all played with AISD te
as Hornet, as
red
Hornet.
jersey.
Yeah.
Hornet. But was that before that?
Yeah, it was before that, I think.
Oh yeah, so
it was. I remember it was before that because I got married that year in December. কিছুদিন আগে I got married, so পরপরই আমি আসছিলাম খেলতে এই জার্সি পরে তোমাদের সাথে।
আমাদের কিন্তু 2016 এর পরে 17 এর কোনো ন্যাশনাল গেম ছিল না আসলে, so after 2016 I think we played 2018, পরে এক বছর গ্যাপের পরে I think, so এর জন্য অনেক মানুষজন আসছিল ওই টাইমে ট্রাইআউটসে।
Lami at the comment is sneaking and running out of work to make it on time to practice for him. Challenging times. Why don't you talk about how you manage your office and practices? Please tell us.
Okay. So coincidentally, Lami and me, we work for the same company, and at that time we were working for the same team as well. I extended my time in that team, procurement, and they were really supportive. But also at the same time, it's like আমরা গুলশান থেকে আসতাম, সে বসুন্ধরা থেকে আসতো. We used to be at work by 10. We had to leave by 6, beat Dhaka traffic and go to Dhanmoy at like 7:30. Anxiety hoto je me and Lami would always be late. because মানে কাজ থেকে আসাই যেত না, then we practiced till 10:30, 11, বাসায় যেতে যেতে 12টা খানা খেয়ে গোসল করে and then repeat. So that was the like routine for like the like 1.5 months that we stayed on camp, and it was really helpful to have Lami on the like working with me, because like that's somebody
then you could live together. You don't feel so guilty about living alone, which I felt all the time. কারণ আমার সবসময় মনে হয় কি যে সবাই কিন্তু অনেক appreciate করে যে you're working, you're playing, you're doing so many different things. Nobody understands how difficult and hard it is. যে এটা কিন্তু মানে শরীরের উপর দিয়ে যায় টোটালি। আমরা যারা অফিস থেকে মানে আমি, মনিকা, লামি, ফারহিন, আমরা যারা অফিস থেকে ছুটে ছুটে আসতাম, সারাদিন কাজ করে বাসায় গিয়ে সারাদিন তো রেস্টও হচ্ছে না, কতটুকু রেস্ট দরকার, because you're exerting your body so much. You need more than 6 to 7 hours সারাদিন একটু রেস্ট দরকার থাকে।
more than your physical, তোমার mental
অফিসের mental stress, trial stress. And thankfully we had sort of supportive, like the team that we were in were really supportive of us leaving, because like usually office work culture especially is like really cutthroat, like they don't care.
কাজ করতে হবে,
yeah,
so it's difficult to be part-time and full-time athletes. It's খুব difficult. But for you guys, I think যদি আমি coaching এ আসি, in the previous years আমি যেমন personally I have experienced various different coaches. আমি শুরু করছি with Amy sir back in 2009 and 2011, and then we had Ronjit sir for a couple of years, and this time 2018 এ এসে we had Wasif sir coaching us. So I experienced different coaches, so আমি কিছু comparisons করতে পারি, but for you guys to experience one coach শুরুতে এসেই, how was it for you guys? Like how did you think the coaching was, and what did you think about it in comparison to your coaches in school or আগে যেসব কোচের under you've played?
Tashfiya,
what do you think?
No, I'm not
how does it compare with,
I don't want to start.
how does it compare with Niyaz sir, really?
Yeah.
So it was definitely different, but it was good. Like since it's just how Ashinapu said, since I didn't have any prior national team coaches, like to have had experience from, I don't know how to compare like that, because a school team is definitely coached in a much different way than a national team. So I would say it was pretty good, because Wasif sir would make the practices in such a way that our bodies wouldn't feel tired, but we would be able to gain from the practices. But it had a good balance of that. But one thing I felt like was we needed practices from before, like maybe a few months before, because since this is a new team, like there were new players coming to the team, and as you said, there was a gap for 2 years. So Madero gap chilo national team. So I feel like if we had practices for like 3 or 4 months before going and representing Bangladesh, I feel like Koita Kolaro helped for the whole team.
Your teammate Manisa has written, so good to see you after so long, Tashfiya. Was she part of your batch?
Me cheesecake. No, she wasn't.
You need to bake and cook for all of us, really. Me quarantine chef na hoyso ekhon amra kintu sob dektechi.
I'll make you all cheesecake. Manisa called me cheesecake because apparently I make the best cheesecake. So I'll make cheesecake for you all.
Thanks for this information, Manisa. আমরা এটাকে প্রুভ করার জন্য প্রমাণ দাও, সিরিয়াসলি আমাদের প্রমাণ হিসেবে নেক্সট প্র্যাকটিসে তুমি নিয়ে আসবা। বাট কামিং টু কোচিং, আমার কাছেও মনে হয়েছে যে I personally started with a very structured coach for the national team, and then we moved on to a not so very structured coach. খুব একটা effective coaching ছিল না for the middle couple of years. But then when we came to Wasif sir, we trained under Wasif sir. আমার কাছে তার ট্রেনিংটা, তার কোচিংটা কিছুটা হলেও structured and planned মনে হয়েছে, mostly because I think it comes from experience. He has coached the men's team for a long time. But I do felt like he was a bit stressed, and he was also coaching the men's team. He was not like dedicated for us.
But just হচ্ছে কি উনি প্রপার টাইমিংটা আসলে পায় নাই, তো ইন 2 মান্থসে উনি স্ট্রাকচার করে যে আমাদের ট্রেনিংটা করাবে, ওনার মাইন্ডসেটে যেরকম ছিল ছেলেদের তো উনি অনেকদিন ধরে করে আসছে, তো ছেলেদেরটা উনি স্ট্রাকচারড ওরকম করে করছে, বাট আমাদেরটা স্ট্রাকচার করতে করতে খেলার ডেট চলে আসছে আসলে। উনি অনেক তাড়াহুড়ার মধ্যেও ছিল, উনি নিজেও স্ট্রেসে ছিল যে আসলে আমি কেমনে করবো, উনি মানে ফর দ্য ফার্স্ট টাইম রেসপন্সিবিলিটিটা নিছিল, সো ওনারও একটা প্রেশার ছিল আসলে যে একটা ভালো রেজাল্ট করতে হবে এন্ড আদার স্টাফ। সো উনি যদি আরো বেশি টাইম পাইতো আই থিংক জিনিসটা আরো ভালো হইতো।
Right.
Nia sir, যেরকম I think definitely laid the foundation. I would say আমার basketball skills এর জন্য, but I think the last time I trained under coach was 2012 and this was 2018, like after 6 years. So I think Wasif sir is the type of coach, he isn't here to like teach you the basic foundations, and also if you're trying out for the national team, you shouldn't be trying the learning.
Yeah, of course. You're not expected to come and learn how to do a layup or learn how to
exactly.
মানে ওনার হচ্ছে আসলে আমাদের ফরমেশন বুঝাইতে অনেক টাইম লেগে যাচ্ছিল, মানে যেরকম লেফট রাইট বলতো ওনাকে লেফট কোন দিকে রাইট কোন দিকে এটাই দেখাতে হচ্ছিল, বাট ওনার কাজটা ছিল যে লেফটে যাও, আমরা যেন লেফটে চলে যাই, বাট আমরা তো ওভাবে ট্রেন করে আসি নাই, সো ইট ওয়াজ ডিফিকাল্ট ফর আস টু অ্যাজ ওয়েল। সো ওনার সাথে একটা লেভেলে আসতে হলে একটু টাইম লাগতো, দ্যাটস ইট, টাইম হলে হতো।
But I think he was there to more strategize and just hone whatever we already had in us, Arki.
Right. কারণ আমরা 2016 এর পর যদিও we were not practicing as a national team, but আমরা অ্যাক্টিভ ছিলাম অন এন্ড অফ। আমরা বিভিন্ন টুর্নামেন্টে we played as একসাথে টিম হয়ে খেলছি বা আলাদা টিম হয়ে খেলছি, বাট মোটামুটি অ্যাক্টিভ ছিলাম, বাট একসাথে all of these different players together খেলি নাই। এটার জন্য কিছুদিন সময় লাগে to learn the plays, and I think ওই 1-1.5 মাসে যতদিন প্র্যাকটিস করেছে ওয়াসিফ স্যার, he made us do a couple of কি বলবো memorized plays, formations, যে ওই যে বেস লাইন থেকে পাস যেটা, there was a name, what was it called?
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot.
Obi
It's অনেক effective ছিল কিন্তু I will say. No, Obi was quite effective.
Obi was one thing I remember from that year.
I applied that later on in AISD, and like I don't know, Nahian and Tasfia, the buzzer beater that we had with AISD,
I remember
like we won. ওইটা ওবি করে হইছিল।
Oh my god,
that was so good.
3 সেকেন্ডের একটা ভিডিও কে জানি আমাকে পাঠাইছিল, এটা নাহিয়ান না কি জানি ভিডিও, এটা আবার আমাকে কে জানি পাঠাইছিল,
like 2 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
but আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে
It's an effective play. It's
but আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে লাস্ট ইয়ারের ট্রেনিং গুলো থেকে দিস ইয়ার পার্সোনালি আমি মনে ভালো স্ট্যামিনা ছিল, ভালো ট্রেইনড আপ ছিলাম, মানে আমি আরো কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম টু প্লে। বাট জিনিসটা হচ্ছে অনেক কিছু শিখছি, ও ওয়াসিফ স্যার মানে অনেক নলেজ আছে, ওনার থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখছি, বাট আমি না গেমে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারি না এজ আ টিম। আমার কাছে এটা মনে হয়েছে বিকজ নিউ এডিশন আসছে,
team chemistry is more important.
ওরকম করে তাসিয়া শুধু ভাবে খেলি নাই, সো আমাদের মধ্যে 1 মাসের মধ্যে কেমিস্ট্রিটা গ্রো করা was not possible enough. তো মানে আমি অনেক কিছু শিখছি, অনেক কিছু অ্যাপ্লাই করতে চাইছি, বাট আমরা অ্যাজ আ হোল টিম কিন্তু আমাদের কমিউনিকেশনটা আসলে হয় নাই ওভাবে।
I think we also got nervous.
We were well prepared enough.
And everything legacy.
Zara Alexa, what did OB stand for?
Out of bounds
play. So এটা আসলে
out of bounds.
OB মানে এটা কোনো সিক্রেট কিছু না, অনেক টিম around the world.
বাট আমরা অনেক ভালো টাইম পেলে আরো ভালো খেলতে পারতাম।
That's true, I agree. I don't know, জয়িতা কি জানি বলছে, মি টু তাশফি আপু, আমি জানি না কি। Oh yes, সবাই চিজকেক এখন সবাই বুকি দিয়ে দাও প্লিজ, রাইট আস ইন কমেন্টস কারা কারা তুমি চিজকেক চাও। আচ্ছা, যারা
মেহেন্দি লাগায় প্র্যাকটিস করতে আসে, she had her bridal mehendi on and she came to practice, like it dried off, she didn't even take it off, it dried off and she came to practice.
ওর বিয়ের মাঝখানে এইসব টুর্নামেন্টও খেলছে কিভাবে আমি জানি না, বাট আসলে দ্যাটস অল
পরে আসছে না ফ্লাইটে, ও একদিন আমাদের পরে আসছিল।
I don't think she missed any games, but or beer just কিছুদিন পরে she had to মানে বিয়ের মধ্যে পড়ছে আর কি আমাদের সবার। আমি লিখছি Zara, I know we all got married that year, first বৈশাখ with in-laws and oops sorry going to play in India. এটা হচ্ছে সবার সাথে। আমি Zara, all 3 of us got married we winter but you know it didn't matter, basketball first. Zara Alexei flew back from Joshua and caught the flight. Yes, so Zara got married and then she flew to Joshua for her reception, after her reception or something. So সেখান থেকে she came to India by herself.
ও আমাদের একদিন পরে আসছিল, একদিন আগে হাফ ডে পরে আসছিল।
Yeah, Lami Alexa, Zara is a legend for practicing on the morning of her wedding. Man, she came with her mehendi and then I don't know how, but she did. Yeah. But yeah, তো যতটুকু আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করে আমরা যেতে পারছি, we knew that, obviously, given our record, given that some of us had been to West Bengal before, রাখি সংঘার সাথে আমরা আগেও খেলছি back when in 2016 2015, আর ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল থেকে যখন টিম আসছিল তখন ওখানকার অনেকগুলো প্লেয়ার ছিল যারা রাখি সংঘাতে খেলতো। So we knew how good they were, and we knew that it'll be tough. It'll be tough for us to win any of the games, but যতটুকু fight দেওয়া যায়। Now, moving on to the actual games. Do you guys remember any of it?
Yes.
There were women's section. Other than Bangladesh, there were 3 other teams. And I was a bit surprised that, it's called the All India Tournament, but ওখানে আসলে ইন্ডিয়ার অনেক বেশি টিম ছিল না। তিনটা ক্লাবের টিম ছিল। রাখি সংঘা was the host. They were celebrating 100 years of their club. So hence ওদের টিমটা ছিল, and they were quite strong team. সাথে রেলওয়ে দুটো টিম ছিল, South Central Railway and South Western Railway. What do you guys remember from the games with them?
Blast.
So Rakhi
was a blast.
Sanhga had a player from the national team. I forgot her name, but she was a sharpshooter. She was so good.
She was shooting.
I remember her.
3-point liner. 2 step piche theke she was shooting threes. And she was just standing and she was shooting.
Oh yeah, that person. Like Rakhi Sanhga still, if I compare the height, right? Rakhi Sanhga was like, okay, matching with us, but the railways, like me and Zara being the tallest in the group, right? We were like the shortest in their team, for their team. And they were like, so I think, and they were really trained because these people, they are professional basketball players, and side ওই তাদের basketball club ই তাদের জবটাকে স্পন্সর করে, অফ সিজনে তুমি কাজ করবা, সকালে প্র্যাকটিস করবা, বিকালে প্র্যাকটিস। That is their life.
They
right?
have a club ground. That is the one.
They have a club ground, and even these railways. Initially, I didn't know about them that much before, but like after the tournament, when I researched it, these are like the basically local clubs, national clubs for India.
তোমার এখান থেকে কিন্তু ন্যাশনাল প্লেয়ার্সরা পিক আপ হয় বেসিক্যালি।
Exactly. National players get drafted from these teams in India, and they're
the defense থেকে অনেক players আসে।
Yes. Even with the men's, actually, even though they were clubs, these clubs are the clubs that play unless they're playing inter-district. তখন তার district-এর নামে খেলে। So এখান থেকে a lot of the ex-Indian national players and such were there as well.
Was it this player or was this from one of the railway?
This was from
railway.
I think the Central Railway.
হ্যাঁ, আমরা মনে হয় লবিতে পাইছিলাম,
আমি একটা বাড়ি খাইছিলাম। I was like shit.
Yeah, they were really well built.
Let me tell you something. আমরা যে ওই যে কি বলবো হোটেলের পাশে যেখানে we went to do lunch.
Yes, I have a picture from that. I'll share the picture.
আমরা যখন ঢুকছি they were walking out, so ওদের মাত্র খাওয়া শেষ and ওদের খাবার টেবিলের মধ্যে the left outs are remaining. So there were only 4 people who walked out. I'm টেবিলের দিকে তাকালাম, দেখে মনে হলো যে like I think 8 or more people ate that much food, like এত খাবার. I see these chicken bones and all,
and we were dominoes on that tournament.
They eat a lot, and that's why মানে ওই যে শক্তিটা যে দরকার,
they train that much, ওরকম ট্রেনিং করে, so that
their build is also strong. So this is something we should pick up as well.
এটা চিপা একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ছিল, রেস্টুরেন্ট কি ছিল আল্লাহ জানে, খুবই প্যাক, ছোট্ট একটা জায়গা ছিল, একটা কি বলবো একটা বেডরুমের সাইজের একটা জায়গা, ওখানে জাস্ট খুবই বেসিক খাবার ছিল আর কি, which is actually good for you.
Yeah, the food was really good.
আমরা কলা পাতায় ভাত খাইছিলাম, আমি ইউজুয়ালি কলা পাতায় ভাত খাইছিলাম, খুব মজা লাগছিল।
The food was really good.
I think I avoided rice that whole tournament because like we had to wake up so early, and then you had to play in the afternoon, and like rice just makes.
So আমরা early morning আমরা হচ্ছে ওই রাখি সংঘার যে ক্লাব যে টুর্নামেন্টটা হয়েছে যেখানে সেখানে আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করতেছি। আমাদের আগেও যাইতো হচ্ছে বয়েজ টিম, so this was actually the first time that we traveled with the boys. Previously আমরা কখনো একসাথে ট্রাভেল করি নাই as 2 teams together, which was interesting. আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লাগছে যে we were both there, they were supporting us, we were supporting them. ওদের খেলাগুলোতে আমরা একসাথে we were there, ওরাও ছিল, even though we stayed in separate hotels, would have been interesting if we stayed in the same hotel. তাহলে হয়তো বা team discussions গুলো অনেক হতো. We never really bonded with the men's team. We never really spoke to them, talked to them about basketball.
ওরা মনে হয় ফার্স্ট টাইম আমাদের খেলা আমাদের খেলা কখনো ওভাবে দেখে নাই.
This is the first time I saw the men's national team. মানে প্র্যাকটিসে ওই যাওয়ার I think এক সপ্তাহ আগে একদিন মনে হয় দেখছিলাম. That was the first time I actually saw the team practice and play. So it was, I mean, I didn't know who's in the team or how they play or how are the players or anything. So that was the first time I saw them. So
yeah, same goes with them. ওরাও কিন্তু আমাদের ফার্স্ট টাইমই দেখছে, because আমি খেলার পর অনেক ফিডব্যাক পাইছি আসলে, তো বলছে আগে কখনো আমাদের খেলতে দেখে নাই, এই ফার্স্ট টাইম ওরা খেলতে দেখছে. অনেক ফিডব্যাক
এই জিনিসগুলো কিন্তু দরকার আছে অনেক, বিকজ খেলাটা দেখলে কিন্তু তুমি একটা apart from the coach you don't really get any kind of other feedback. মানে আমাদের নিজেদের ভিতরে ছাড়া আর কোচের ছাড়া কিন্তু আমরা অন্য প্লেয়ারদের মানে বা অন্য প্লেয়ারদের কখনো ফিডব্যাক পাই না. সো ইটস ইন্টারেস্টিং দ্যার পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ অলসো. আমারও মনে আছে যে খেলা শেষ করার পর মিঠুন তারপরে অন্য যারা ছিল কয়েকজন এসে আমার সাথে ডিসকাস করতে যে তোমরা করলে ভালো হতো বা এটা তোমরা বারবার কেন করতে. I remember we really struggled with we always struggled with full court. ওখানেও আমরা full court press. We really মানে we didn't know. We actually didn't know how to.
Reason ছিল যে মানে a lot of our players got injured in that tournament. Like I got injured. I know Natasha একটা বড় ice pack নিয়ে all of the days she was like,
I think ওর পুরান ইনজুরিটা তো তখন আবার কে ইনজুরি আমার মনে নাই. I don't think
there were.
I remember some other people being injured. People were playing with them in the age, but I don't think we were injured. Like you could see like bruises. মানে আমি তো অত খানিক
মাথা injury. That's part of the game. Bruises তো তুমি ওই যে সেন্টার এলবাসদের ওদের সাথে খেলেই আমরা পাইছি. as a post player আমরা bruises পাই. It's a part of the game.
Injury পরে না যে কালো হয়ে গেছে.
Then you have to ice your joints anyway. But who was your roommate, and do you guys remember the early morning breakfast? There's a picture of me eating breakfast.
সবাই আমাদের রসগোল্লা খাইতো. আমাদের রুমে সব রসগোল্লা ছিল. আমার নাহিয়ানের রুমে, and everyone came and Nahian pointed this out, like we were like a little রসগোল্লা shop. সবাই এসে আমাদের রুম থেকে রসগোল্লা খেয়ে যেত.
রসগোল্লা
যারা ছিল.
এবার আমি মনে হয় ফার্স্টে নাহিয়ান আর তাসফিয়ার সাথে ছিলাম. দেন আই শিফটেড.
এই প্রথম দিন তাসফিয়া took my blanket and then রাত্রেবেলা I froze to death.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Definitely মারামারি হয়েছিল.
আমি মনে হয় পরে রাইমার সাথে রুমে.
Zara is a roomies. Farhin saved you by getting the other bed sheet for you. Zara is infamously known as the person who brings a bed sheet and bed cover and carry করে.
Zara came later, right? I was looking at like, I mean, I don't want to like sound but like আমাদেরকে যে চাদরটা দিছিল, it was like a combo which didn't have any cover, so I didn't know if it was washed and who used it before that. So that first night I think I stayed with Mashiwat the first night, and then when Zara came I stayed with Zara. So like that first night আমার নিজের চাদর and jackets and toilet নিয়ে ঘুমাইছিলাম, and then I told Zara তুমি চাদর
this is কি বলবো, তো I heard মানে before going to the trip, from the seniors I heard last time when you went to Nepal, like we had trouble with accommodations, so tomra bosila je I took my own balisher cover, I took my own
everything in her suitcase.
I took my own everything niye gesi basha theke.
আমিও pillow cover নিয়ে গেছিলাম at least, কারণ but comparatively from based on other experiences এবারে এটা আমাদের অত কষ্ট হয় নাই, কারণ আগে যেমন আমরা 4-5 জন করে একটা রুমে থাকতাম. এবার যাওয়ার পর আমাদেরকে প্রথমে বোধহয় 3 জন পার রুম বলা হয়েছিল, and then there was one bed bed and it was difficult for 3 people to sleep, so প্রথমে আমরা আবার একটা ম্যাট্রেস নিয়ে আসছে, সেই ম্যাট্রেসও আবার ঘরের মধ্যে জায়গা নাই, কারণ 3 জনের সুটকেস, 3 জনের জুতা কাপড়, মানে এত কিছু. সো পরে গিয়ে they decided just ঠিক আছে আর একটা এক্সট্রা রুম নিয়ে নিলে তাহলে ইজিলি দুজন করে থাকা যায়. I felt I was pretty comfortable. AC ছিল, washroom situation
it was good.
আমি আমার সাথে আমি মনে হয় ফার্স্টে তাসফিয়া নাহিয়ানের সাথে ছিলাম, পরে আই শিফটেড রাইমা. সো আমি আমার একটা ইনসিডেন্ট মনে আছে, আমি রাইমাকে বলতেছিলাম মনে হয়. তো এই ট্রিপে মনে হয় অনেক স্ট্রাকচার্ড ছিল, মানে সকালে আমরা ব্রেকফাস্ট করতাম, দেন প্র্যাকটিস করতে যেতাম, দেন এসে লাঞ্চ করে দেন আবার ঘুমাতাম, দেন বিকালে খেলা ছিল, মানে it was in a very structured way. So আমি রাইমাকে বলছিলাম যে আমি এই লাইফটাই লিড করতে চাই, মানে
it was
that's
really
my
good.
aesthetic life. আমি রাইমাকে বসে মানে বলছিলাম যে রাইমা আমি এই লাইফটা লিড করতে চাই, রাইমা বলছে না আমি চাই না আসলে এই লাইফটা লিড করতে। ফর সাম টাইম ঠিক আছে, পরে আমি বলছিলাম যে না আমি এই লাইফটাই মানে আমার কাছে অনেক ভালো লাগে, যে সকালে উঠে ব্রেকফাস্ট করবো, খেলবো, খেলা ইজ দ্য লাইফ। তো ওই লাইফটা মানে অ্যাজ আ প্রফেশনাল অ্যাথলিট আই থিংক ওই লাইফটাই হচ্ছে মেইন যেটা আমি লিড করতে চাই।
Exactly.
বাট আই ডোন্ট নো
Yeah, I mean, even like I think when life is so structured like that, and I think I'll add about that's the perks of being an athlete. Like you need to bring discipline in your life, and these practices are what makes it disciplined. When we were practicing, like what I was saying, like work, practice, eta shita. Like, it sounds really exhausting, and it was. But then you come back and like you felt there was the stress of it, but you felt good. You had like you were healthy. You had everything structured.
Monika's brother. সবাই ওর জন্য ছেলে খুঁজো. Okay, thank you for this information. Happy to look for some.
So definitely. And then
the men watching. Hello.
Like I think it was really they really tried. They had a really nice opening ceremony where they had a dance show. They made everybody stand. Like they welcomed us with like their tikas and everything. They gave us food in the middle, I believe. And so I think it was really properly structured, and they gave us cars to go back and forth, especially morning practices and then the evening games. So I think tournament-wise, it was really well organized, and the hosts were really good as well. And even the players, we were like all worked up because obviously the results of that tournament wasn't that good. But the players there were really like, they were really chilled out. They're not too worked up about what's going on. But I think that's the thing. Tara etodin dhore khele ashtese. I think amader skills amra jodi bhabe everyday practice kortam for like a longer period of time, I think we would have skill wise, I think I wouldn't say we're up there, but we could be there with them. I think where we lacked was the stamina and the team coordination because of such a short time.
Because আমার মনে আছে যে তোমার রাখি সাঙ্গা টিম থেকে ওরা বলতেছিল যে তোমরা লাস্ট বার যখন আসছিল তখন আরো ভালো স্ট্রং ছিল, বাট দিস টাইম তোমাদের মনে কোঅর্ডিনেশন একটু প্রবলেম হইছে, ওরকম তোমার মনে লেস প্র্যাকটিস
নিউ টিম নিউ প্লেয়ার্স
পরে আমরা বলছি যে আসলে আমাদের
But do you guys remember the feedback
তোমাদের লাস্ট গেম গুলো আরো ভালো ছিল?
Yeah, this was awesome.
This was scary.
ওদের কোর্টটা আসলে আউটডোর ছিল, আর ওখানে আর কি গ্যালারি সেটআপ খুব একটা বেশি জায়গা ছিল না আসলে। সো ওরা বাইরে কোর্টের বাইরে একটা উঁচা করে বাঁশ দিয়ে ওরা একটা গ্যালারি বানাচ্ছিল যেখানে অনেক বাইরে, which I thought was very innovative, and this is something that আমরা চাইলে আমাদের ঢাকার অনেক টুর্নামেন্টও চাইলে করতে পারবো। আমার কাছে খুব মজা লাগছে আইডিয়াটা।
And তারপর ছেলেদের ফাইনালস it was packed, and then that I forgot ওই সার্টার নাম, বাইরে থেকে for some reason ওই গ্রিলের মাঝখান দিয়ে ছেলেদেরকে like direct করতেছিল. Do you remember that? Who was that?
Do you guys remember when the rim came off? They were warming up and someone dunked and it just fell off.
I have a picture of that. It was crazy. So they were warming up and
this is before the finals.
This was the final game. সময় ছেলেদের ওয়ার্মের সময় একটা প্লেয়ার বোধহয় একটু শো অফ করতে গিয়ে সে ডাঙ্ক করার চেষ্টা করলো।
আমরা এখানে বসেছিলাম, as you can tell from the view.
আমরা ওখানে ছিলাম।
আমি যখন তোমার দিকে তাকাইছিলাম আমি ডাঙ্কটাই ভেঙে যে পড়ছে মিস।
I don't think it was a very impressive dunk, but he just destroyed the rim.
He was a short player, as far as I remember.
And it took half an hour to put it
It was a short player. He was holding to the ring to corner John down.
But ওরা ক্লাবটা ওরা সাথে সাথে এত তাড়াতাড়ি ফিক্স করে দিয়েছিল, মানে ওদের অনেক ফাস্ট কিন্তু ফিক্স করে দিয়েছিল। আমরা ভাবছি অনেক
30 minutes লাগছিল ঠিক করতে। I remember.
Yeah, but they had the rim ready. Like they had an extra rim.
Backup ছিল, yeah.
Backup একটা rim ছিল।
তো মানে 20 মিনিট লাগবে আর
Imagine that happening with us. I mean,
any difference
on half court খেলতে হইতো আর কি। half court খেলা লাগতো, সবাইকে বলা যেত find your 3 players, 3-on-3 খেলবো আমরা। But so I think ওই টুর্নামেন্টের মধ্যে men's tournament মধ্যে who was the winner? I can't remember honestly. Our boys, I think
Indian Overseas Bank, IOB.
Indian Overseas Bank, and I think our boys team played semi-finals.
Yeah,
that was also the first time when I saw 7-foot lamba player live খেলতেছে আমি মানে কোনোদিন দেখি নাই, so that was like oh my god, there was a lot to learn from just watching them. So their খেলা দেখে and all of that, and the thing that I enjoyed was cheering for the men's team. It was great. I think there was this one game. There was this one game, the pura gallery was cheering for Bangladesh. It was, I think, against another state. And everyone was going Bangla, and they were cheering from that gallery.
মানে this shows যে তোমার ক্রাউডের ইয়ার সাপোর্টটা যে কত ইম্পর্টেন্ট, যে ছেলেদের কিন্তু ক্রাউডের একটা আসার পরে ওদেরও কিন্তু খেলার একটা মোটিভেশন আর এনার্জি চলে আসছিল, যে মানে ওরাও এই ভালো খেলতেছিল, আমরাও যে লেভেলে চিল্লাচ্ছিলাম, জাবেদ স্যার তো গলায় নষ্ট হয়ে গেছিল, কথা বলতে পারতেছিল, আমরা একটু কম চিল্লাইছি বিকজ উই নিউ আমাদের খেলায় চিল্লাইতে হবে, কিন্তু উনি একদম ফাটাই, আমরা ফাইনালে আমরা ফাটাই চিল্লাইছি, মানে এই ছিল।
Zara Alex Rakhi Sanhga club members routine were practice at 5 a.m, work, school, college from 7 a.m, practice again at 5 p.m, 365 days a year. That's true. And then
yes,
this is the life we want.
Honestly, we want this.
Maybe not 5.
They actually had a court where they could actually do that. So this is something we do not have.
They would always serve breakfast when we were just about to fall asleep. So সকালবেলা ভোরবেলা 5টার সময় প্র্যাকটিসটা শেষ করে এসে যখন আমরা শাওয়ার করে একটু রেস্ট করতাম, তখনই বেলটা বাজতো every time.
মানে সব
লামি was my roommate, এবং আমি দরজার থেকে দূরে ছিলাম, আমারটা ওয়ালের দিকে, আমার বেডটা ওয়ালের দিকে ছিল আর লামির বেডটা একটু কাছে ছিল। Even though I was not sleeping, I would just pretend so that Lami has to go and open the door. আমি যাবই না, আমি ঘুমাচ্ছি। I just couldn't. Keep ringing the bell. আমরা যদি বলি যে পরে যাই না, খাবো না বা কিছু না, সে দিবেই, তাকে ইনস্ট্রাকশন দেওয়া হয়েছে প্লেয়ারকে খাবার দিতে হবে, সে দিবেই খাবার।
না, বিকজ ওদের 10টার পরে কিচেন ক্লোজ করে দেওয়ার আছে, সেটা বলতে আপনারা রুমে রেখে দেন, খান না খান রেখে দেন, তো এসে দিয়ে রেখে দিত, তো আমরা ঘুমায় ঠান্ডা হয়ে তারপর খাইতাম,
দেরি করে খাইতাম আর কি। Joita's like Nahin is like, where's my food? Somebody's saying some
tournament of the bully like the games. I think on average for every game scored at least 20 plus, which is a lot, I will say. Like 20, 25 ওরকম ছিল আর কি আমাদের scores, and I think we definitely fought till the end, like regardless of what the score difference was. And I think ওই motivation ta definitely chilo ar ki shobar moddhe, that we're going to keep trying, like doesn't mean like okay,
the most was in Farhin Apu, because I remember she was the only one ball hate aste, she was throwing it at the rim, and it was the best part was ogulo ঢুকতেছিল, so because আমাদের মানে ওরা এতই ভালো ছিল যে আমরা বল ওই পাশে নিয়ে গেছি, আমরা স্কোর করতে যাব, মানে we were getting a lot of trouble. So Farhin Apu, I think Farhin Apu scored a lot of points in all of the games. So
নতুন ছিল, তো তোমাদের ওরকম করে ওরা আসলে ওরকম চিনতো না, মানে রাখি সাঙ্গার সাথে খেলতে।
I remember আমাকে টোটালি ম্যান টু ম্যান গার্ড করতেছিল, আমাকে, মনিকাকে, রামি। আমরা বল বেশি রানাকে we tried to use, কারণ তোমরা মনে হয় একটু হইলো ফ্রি ছিল, কারণ আমাদের অনেক করতেছিল, কারণ ওরা আমাদের আগে খেলাগুলো দেখছে আসলে, সো আমাদের জন্য অনেক ভালো ছিল টুর্নামেন্টটা।
let's hope তারা ভুলে গেছেন, তারপর নেক্সট টাইম যখন খেলি তখন আবার লাইক মনে করতে পারবে না।
They had really good players. ওদের প্লেয়াররা মানে I don't see, this is the thing, the whole experience was new starting from practice, because আমি কখনো এরকম মানে এই ধরনের প্র্যাকটিস আগে কখনো পাই নাই, বিকজ স্কুলে থাকতে ওরকম টিম ছিল না যে we would apply these difficult formations or এইভাবে করে খেলতে হবে, এটার পরে ওইটা, মানে I didn't have these kind of practices. We used to have formations, but ওগুলা ছিল যে আমরা করতেছি, শিখতেছি, and like basic আস্তে আস্তে করে হঠাৎ করে
I remember that you were very nervous. আমাদের প্র্যাকটিসের সময় I knew that তুমি ফরমেশন গুলো জানো পারো, but you were afraid of taking a shot. And I don't know if it was because you guys are new. Nahian and Tashfia were the youngest on the team. What, like 16, 17?
নামতে বলছিল, সে নামতে চাচ্ছিল না, because she was so nervous. I remember.
আর এই গেমে আসলে আমরা ফরমেশন ইউজ করছি আসলে। আমি আর মাসি মনে আছে যে পোস্ট ফরমেশন গুলো আমরা এই টুর্নামেন্টে ইউজ করছি।
আমি অনেকগুলো ফরমেশন করছি। রিমেম্বার মনিকা, আমি তোমার সাথে এভরি টাইম আমি তোমার সাথে ফরমেশন করছি, পিক এন্ড রোল গুলা তুমি সামনে এসে পিক করছো, আমি রোল।
আমার একটা রিগ্রেট, আমরা যদি আরো বেশি টাইম পাইতাম, 6 মান্থস এট লিস্ট, আমরা অনেক ভালো করতাম ওয়াসিফ স্যারের আন্ডারে প্র্যাকটিস করে আসলে। কত ওই টাইম আমাদের অনেক স্ট্যামিনা ছিল, অনেক ভালোই বিল্ড ছিল স্ট্যামিনা না।
Definitely. Like I compare the first day of practice versus the game, like, and averaging it out. But we definitely have to keep in account how it was one of the hottest days in Kolkata when we were playing. It was like
it was outdoors,
degrees Celsius or something like that. It was an outdoor court. So I think that definitely dehydrated us and tired us, because like practices আমরা যদি টানা অনেকক্ষণ খেলতে পারতেছি, এইখানে এসে like we're not being able to keep up with it because of the heat which we weren't used to.
ওই জিনিসটা আমি আগেও বলছিলাম, আগের একটা হাডলও বলছি যে আমরা কিন্তু ইনডোরে প্র্যাকটিস করছি, বাট আমাদের খেলাগুলো সব আউটডোরে ছিল অন সিমেন্ট।
আমার মনে হয় একবার গেছিলাম জিওআইসি তে রাত্রে প্র্যাকটিস করতে, জাস্ট টু গেট দ্য আউটডোর ভাইবস।
আমি অনেকদিন এটা পুশ করছি যে স্যার আমাদের এটলিস্ট ফুল কোর্ট গেম গুলা আউটডোরে একটু সিমেন্টের উপর দৌড়ায় খেলা উচিত। ভিতরে ড্রিল গেম ফরমেশন গুলো শিখা, দ্যাটস ওকে, বাট মেইন গেম গুলো আমরা চাইলে একটু আউটডোর খেলে ভালো হয়। সো আই থিঙ্ক একদিন বা 2 দিন আমরা যে সন্ধ্যাবেলা রাতে বুক করে কোর্টে আমরা যেতে গেছি। এদিন বোধহয় জাভেদ স্যার আসছিল, ওয়াসিফ স্যার মনে হয় আসে নাই ওই প্র্যাকটিসটায়।
I used to get confused with Javed sir's name. I didn't know if it was Javed sir or Javed sir. I was so confused with his name. At one point, someone was saying Javed sir, like Javed. I was like, what do I call him?
I want to ask you guys this one, actually 2 questions. Ekta hocche je who would be one player on the team you had the most chemistry with in terms of your game খেলার সময়, and one player who you could really depend on, and why?
Okay, as a post player, most of the times I think court ছিলাম, it was either Farheen Apu, it was mostly Farheen Apu. Or I think it was
because ওই মনিকা মাসিওয়া আর তারা ওই বাট আমাকে মনিকা আর তোমার সাথে বা মাসিওয়াত আমরা তিনজন, মানে they were like certain groups যাদেরকে একসাথে নামাই
এরকম। I remember like
প্ল্যানিং যে আসলে এই টিমটা একসাথে নামবে, ওই টিমটা একসাথে নামবে।
মনিকা had a good মানে কি বলবো understanding, হ্যাঁ। So post you guys were communicating and then shift করতেছিলা, it was working. So that was
this
nice.
was who? Monica and
Mashiat Apu.
The তোমরা যে পোস্টের যে বেসলাইন যে স্ক্রিনটা করতেছিলা,
with triangle টা।
I like the names, Tiger, তারপরে there were some other names like
কি জানি ছিল, টাইগার ছিল একটা,
we did swing.
আশ্রিন একটা মনিকাও তো ছিল নাকি?
Backdoor.
আশ্রিন দা মনিকা এগুলো। যেমন আমি লামির সাথে উইং কাটটা অনেক করতাম, আগেও করতাম, এই টুর্নামেন্টে আমি অনেক
we call it swing, double swing, double কি অনেক কিছু ছিল।
For me, I would say that I had a lot of good chemistry with Monica. So আমি যে সাইডে উইং খেলতাম সেই সাইডে যদি মনিকা খেলতো তাহলে আমাদের পিক এন্ড রোল, গিভ এন্ড গো, either Monica takes a shot বা মনিকা ব্লক হয়ে গেলে আমাকে
এটা টিমে জানি মিলে গেছে অনেক।
এই কেমিস্ট্রিটা আমার মনিকার খুব ভালো ছিল। আর যদি ডিপেন্ডেবল সবচেয়ে বলি তাইলে I would say Lami, because ওই টুর্নামেন্টে স্পেসিফিক্যালি ওর শট অ্যাকুরেসি was really good. Like every time she took some long shots, or she was getting all those shots in. So for me, it would be those 2 people.
Yeah, I think for me it was Raima as well, like wing এর জন্য আর কি Raima রাইসাদের সাথে it was working really well আমাদের place গুলো আর কি. But I think maybe it's just because you know how people are used to playing. You are more used to playing with Lam your team a lot. I think Hornets যখন আমরা initially খেলতেছিলাম as well তখন and a lot of tournaments তখন it was just easier আর কি practices as well because also practices যেভাবে teams গুলা করতো by the way like সবসময় একটা different set কে একসাথেই সবসময় খেলা so I think that's also a huge part in like
I think ওয়াসিফের ওভাবে প্ল্যান করছিল যে উনি এভাবে নামাবে সো উনি প্র্যাকটিস ওইভাবেই করে so he had a plan so আমরা যেটা আগে ছিল না হ্যাঁ so yeah ওই প্ল্যানিং এর কারণে উনি একটা টিম ওভাবে নামাচ্ছিল ওভাবে উঠাচ্ছিল সো উনি অনেক প্ল্যানিং করছে আসলে তাই
there was a point where everyone was like
except for me, okay? I remember everybody was like, now, but I was like, I think we can win this, guys. Like, before we played the last no,
we can win this.
I was definitely that Rakhi Sanhga game. I was like, okay, we're gonna go in it to win it, you know. And then it just didn't happen for some reason. But I know, like, you know, the other two teams were definitely stronger than Rakhi Sanhga. I'll say that. But we fared well with the stronger teams than the Rakhi Sanhga game for whatever reason.
I felt like Rakhi Sanhga was more skilled than physically strong. Like the physically strong.
They didn't have that heightened like physique advantage like the Railways because they were short.
Yeah, but they played with their skills.
Yeah, definitely. Because the tallest player that they had wasn't really that good. Like, she wasn't that good. She was really tall.
Rakhi Sanhga had a really young team. Remember, a really chota player?
Yeah, exactly.
Who was like what? I think 13.
Yeah, I think that tiniest girl blocked me, and আমার অনেক আমার থেকে বোধহয় 2 ফুট ছোট ছিল।
হ্যাঁ, we should remind you, you know, a jump takes you so far. With the way you jump so far. But
definitely.
ওই tournament শেষ হওয়ার পর we went for a combined dinner ছিল. You guys remember that? অনেক খাবার ছিল ওই দিন।
আমি অনেকক্ষণ ধরে খাইছিলাম।
This was
the team and like I
the boys and the girls
yeah all the players
all the teams were invited
that night অনেক তুফান হইছিল মনে আছে সেদিন রাত্রে বেলা
ঝড়
speaking of আমফান আমরা like জানালা
when we were trying to go এখানে তো বাস আসে নাই তখন it was raining
exactly
it was
আমরা বাইরে দাঁড়াইছিলাম অবশ্য অনেকক্ষণ
বাইরে দাঁড়ায় I bought some stuff রাস্তা থেকে
কি রাত্রেবেলা হ্যাঁ they were
and there was a pair of sandals and কি বল মাটির what do you call it tire set so রাস্তা থেকে and it was nice we were waiting I also bought a chata
yes your
chata কিনছিলাম কারণ বৃষ্টি পড়তেছিল
but like also like the other players from the teams also came and tried to take pictures with us and stuff which was really nice definitely and they came and appreciated how you played and everything so that was really nice of them as well
এখানে বোধহয় যে পিছনে আমি দেখতেছি ওয়াসিফ স্যারকে এটা ওয়াসিফ স্যার না
no like regardless I really enjoyed learning under Wasif sir though like I definitely enjoyed it
oh my god
for me
ওই টিম ডিনারের পরে মনে হয় আমরা একদিন ওই ফুড কোর্টে খেতে গেছিলাম
একদিন না কয়েকবার
we made sure it was after the tournament after our games were over right
no I went all the time. I went to the dhaba I went to go to have Domino's and dosa in that waffle place at the food court
please kids who are watching this huddle do not eat such unhealthy food before a game just don't
but it was better than having bhat and I knew what I was gonna get so yeah
Zara, I definitely think a better team brings out the best in yourself and your team as well. as you have to perform that much better to keep up.
Yeah.
I do believe, because that's when you really know where you stand. And I mean, we did know that we were the weakest over there, but it was nice that they invited us, because আমাদের আসলে যত বেশি আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করব, গেম খেলবো, তত বেশি আমাদেরও আর কি রিয়েলাইজেশন হবে যে how much we need to practice and how much we need to step up our game. And
like we always need to remember, it's not just developing individual skills, it's more to do with teamwork. Because at the end of the day, even if you put like a group of really great players together, you're still gonna lose against a team with, you know, less skilled players just because their teamwork is better. So that is one of the most important things.
It is a team sport, and that's very important.
I think for any team sport.
After this tournament, I was so motivated, so I landed and I had to move to Kushtia for like 1 month, and I stayed within the office guest house for work, or factory guest house, everything. There was a basketball court, but I don't think anybody used it.
Yeah, you sent pictures.
So like owing that 1 month, I had nothing else to do, because there's nothing to do in Kushtia for anyone planning on visiting. There's a bridge, but anyway. So every day after working for 12 hours, I would just go and shoot there. There were so many things. I cleared out all the junk that was there, and like I practiced, acquired a basketball somehow, and like, you know, I practiced. And that definitely helped. I tried to perfect my shot, which I still try and do when doing the free throws. Like oita pore we had like tomra je, you know, Deshi Ballers hosted that tournament at GYC, and that was the one that we won Arki with Wildcats Arki. And I think subsequently I played like even with AISD and everything. Pore when I played with AISD, the stamina and that practice that I did by myself alone, and it reminded me, you know, when I said earlier, when I was in class 5, I just got a like, you know, a basket and like, you know, just practice by myself. That definitely helped with stamina, with shot accuracy, and these are the things like, you know, if somebody is like, you know, not being able to do anything, like just do it for yourself, like nije koro. That was when you get a team, those things will come out, and then you can help out others as well.
Yeah, true.
That's true, because I mean that's how every national team works really. Like তুমি যখন ক্যাম্পে আসবা, you're expected to know and you're expected to have the level of fitness that you should have over the whole year. ওই 1-2 মাসের মধ্যে কিন্তু তোমার কোনো ফিটনেস শিখাইতে পারবে না কোনো কোচ। ইউজুয়ালি কিন্তু বাইরের দেশগুলোতে যেহেতু they have a league and everything, and girls মেয়েরা যারা খেলে সবাই মোটামুটি সারা বছর ধরে প্র্যাকটিসের মধ্যে থাকে, সো হেন্স ন্যাশনাল টিম ক্যাম্প কিন্তু এক মাসই হয়, 1 মাস বা 2 মাস হয়। Even in the US, if they have like a FIBA 3-on-3 or some sort of championship, ওরা কিন্তু 1-2 মাস প্র্যাকটিস করেই চলে যায়, because সারা বছর they are expected to be ready. যখন আমি তোমাকে ডাকবো তুমি রেডি থাকবা। বাট আমাদের এখানে কেউ হয়তো আমরা রেডি, আমরা যারা একটু অ্যাক্টিভলি প্র্যাকটিস করতে থাকি, যেমন যেহেতু দেশি বলার্স ever since it started, আমরা at least চেষ্টা করছি যে 20 জন মেয়েকে আমরা সারা বছর ধরে we're training them, we're keeping them active through regular and proper practices, so that যে কোনো টাইমে যদি কোনো ট্রাইআউটস হয়, কোনো টুর্নামেন্টের জন্য লাগে, তখন you're ready, like you don't have to be afraid, oh my god আমার এখন কি হবে। সো এটাই আর কি, 12টা প্লেয়ারই যদি সারাটা বছর ধরে অ্যাক্টিভ থাকতো, তাহলে কিন্তু খুব ইজিলি 1-2 মাসের মধ্যে কয়েকটা প্লেস শিখাইছে, because it's all about running plays. You're good enough to be on a national team, you know your dribbles, you know your shots, you know your passes, so just প্লে গুলো শিখে ফেললেই কিন্তু খুব ইজিলি।
যেটা ফারিন বলছে ওটা কিন্তু আসলে যে একটা ট্রিপ করে আসার পরে কিন্তু তুমি তখন মোটিভেটেড থাকো। লাইক ফর এক্সাম্পল লাস্টের ট্রিপস গুলো করে আসার পরে আমি নিজেও কিন্তু অনেক ট্রেন করছি, আমি আর মাসি মিলে অনেক প্ল্যান করছি, বাট আসলে তোমার স্পেস পাও না আর টাইম পাও না, বিকজ অফ হুইচ মোটিভেশনটা আস্তে আস্তে ফেড আউট হয়ে যায়। সো আমাদের এত মানে আফটার 6 মান্থস 1 ইয়ার পর একটা ন্যাশনাল গেম হয়, সো ওই মোটিভেশনটা আস্তে আস্তে ফেড আউট হয়ে যায় আসলে। ফর আ মান্থ অর 2 তুমি মোটিভেটেড থাকবা, সো এরপরে যদি সাপোজ বাইরে যে ক্লাবস ওরা খেলতে থাকে, সিজন গেমই খেলতে থাকে, কারণ আমাদের তো টুর্নামেন্ট আমাদের অর্গানাইজ করতে হয়, সো কখনো
সেটাই মানে
মোটিভেশন হয়ে থাকবে,
রিসোর্সেস অনেক লিমিটেড।
আমি মোটিভেটেড বাই 1 month 2 month, বাট এরপরে তোমার মোটিভেশনটা আস্তে আস্তে চলে যায়, বিকজ ল্যাক অফ স্কোপ। তুমি কি করবো মানে
I live in Hanmundi, and the Deshi Ballers practices are in Gulshan, and it gets very difficult because of Dhaka traffic. And I know you guys are doing a great job with it. And I know Ashina, I talked to Ashina point trying to find space in Dhanmondi, but for the lack of resources, they're not being able to, expand. So এটা হলো আমাদের হাতে নেই. We want to. We're literally crying out to please someone just give us the resources. আমরা আসবো, খেলবো, জানপান দেখবো. এখন আমাদের হাতে কিছু করে নাই. যতই motivated থাকতে চাই at one point, মানে we can't. And also another thing for the players যাদের সাথে আমি ইন্ডিয়ায় খেলছি, they get paid for it. আমাদের we need to think about how to feed ourselves. That's why
payment is also a source of motivation, by the way.
Exactly. It's not like যে আমরা basketball খেলতেছি because we want to, become rich through basketball, but আমাদের the basic necessities ওটা meet করতে হবে, which we cannot get through basketball in Bangladesh. So ওইটার জন্য we're kind of set back. So we need to think about all of these before we think যে আমরা হলো, আরো আগাইতে পারবো to go to India's level, because India has one of the best female teams. Yeah. Like অন্য team there.
No, I do believe it's a matter of a mindset.
No, but sometimes তোমার মাইন্ডসেটটা থাকলেও তোমার ওইরকম স্পেস অপরচুনিটি থাকে না. উই হ্যাভ দ্য মাইন্ডসেট, বাট আমাদের তখন স্পেস এন্ড টাইম এসব ম্যানেজ করতে অনেক ডিফিকাল্ট লাগে. সো কতদিন বা মাইন্ডসেটটা তোমার থাকে,
আরেকটা মাইন্ডসেটের ব্যাপার আমি যেটা বলছিলাম
আর কত করব এরকম হয়ে যায়.
রাইট. নো, একটা মাইন্ডসেটের কথা বলতেছি যে about the payment, যেটা তাশফিয়া বললো যে we are not paid to play for the national team or to play for Bangladesh. এখানে একটা ব্লকেজ আছে মনের ভিতর যে we all come from বলবো good families. We are mashallah blessed to be born into families যাদের আমাদের কোনো financial problems নাই, and hence people assume that we don't need to pay these people. মানে that should not be the norm.
মানে এই কথাটা শুনতে
just because I have money, যে তোমার তো অনেক টাকা আছে, তোমার টাকা আছে, তোমার মিনস আছে, তুমি চাকরি করো, ব্লা ব্লা ব্লা, তোমার তো এই টাকাটা তোমার দরকার নেই কেন? মানে you have to reward that person for their person's skill, or that artist কেও তুমি গান গাইতে ডাকলে তুমি তাকে পে করবা, মানে you will not কি বলবো.
এই পয়েন্টটা অনেক রেলেভেন্ট যে আমরা টাকার টপিকটা উঠাইলে বলে তুমি কি টাকার জন্য খেলো? ভাই 15 বছর খেলে আসছি উইদাউট মানি, এখন আফটার 15 বছর আমাকে ভর্তি দিবা?
It's not that. Just think of it like this. I feel like আমরা যদি basic payment টা পাইতাম, like honestly, I don't think any of us would have been working. We would be playing as a profession.
Exactly.
Honestly, তখন আমরা যদি এটা দিনরাত খেলতাম, just imagine how much we could have nurtured our skills. আমরা ওই লেভেলে যেতে পারতাম.
এবং সেটাও যদি না হয়, আমার কথা হচ্ছে আমাদেরকে যদি এই পেমেন্টটাও না দেয়, যে মানে ধরো which is enough for me to run my family, maybe অত ওই লেভেলের স্যালারি হয়তো আমি এক্সপেক্ট করতে পারবো না, which is fine, but a basic amount will help keep me motivated to play and to be fit for the entire year. এখন আমাকে যদি এই ইনসেন্টিভটুকু কেউ না দিতে পারে, ফেডারেশন না দিতে পারে, তাহলে তো আমি সারা বছর, মানে আমার কি টাকা পড়ছে, আমি আমার কি বলবো, বছর ধরে
appreciation as well. Or like, it doesn't have to be anything, it can be a form of appreciation. But I believe, I don't know if it was food costs for this tournament, and I don't know if you guys got it in your previous tournament.
No, there was food cost.
Right. Exactly.
Usually, it at a central, হয়তো বা coach বা manager, they pay for it. We go somewhere, but this time we asked for it. We said, যে সবাইকে আমাদেরকে দিয়ে দেন হাতে হাতে, আমরা আমাদের মতো খেয়ে নিব. So that helped, because previous years gulate, like 2015-16 er jei we talked about how the team got sick. We ate food and the entire team got sick. So ওই ভয়টা কিন্তু মাথার মধ্যে, I know আমার মাথার মধ্যে ছিল যে I don't want to eat something যে আমি that jeopardizes my health during a game. হঠাৎ করে যদি এরকম কিছু হয়, মানে ঠিক আছে, মানে যার যেটা কমফর্ট জোনের মধ্যে আছে, let that player eat that food. অনেক সময় when we travel, it's not that আমাদের favorite foods ওখানে থাকবে, that's fine, but you don't want to eat something and fall sick before a game. আর এমনি তো আমাদের ওখানে ছিলই মাত্র 3টা গেম, and we knew that we probably wouldn't make it to the final, so 3টার বেশি আমরা গেম খেলবো না, so you don't want to fall sick. So আমরা আগে থেকে
আমরা কিন্তু ওরকম মানে নিজেরাও অনেক সাবধানে খাইছি, কারণ আমরাও জানি আমাদের রেসপন্সিবিলিটি, আমাদের হেলথ, ওরকম না যে টাকা দিছি আমরা যাই তাই খাইছি, বাট আমরা আমাদের লিমিট মতোই, বডি লিমিট অনুযায়ী খাইছি আসলে. সো এজন্য আমরা তো সিক হইনি ওই ট্রিপে আই গেস আমরা সবাই ভাবছিলাম
we were good. আমাদের ইনস্টাগ্রাম পোস্টের মধ্যে একটা কোয়েশ্চেন আসছিল, and let me just pose that question, and you can, it's for everyone, that if you weren't playing the position you play now, what position would you be playing and why? I don't know. I play shooting guard. And I interchange between point guard sometimes. I do love আমার point guard খেলতে খুব ভালো লাগে. Over the past few years I've realized that I like being that versatile player. But তার গত 1-2 বছরে মনে হয় আমি কয়েকবার ফরওয়ার্ড খেলার চেষ্টা করছি, even though I don't have the height and physique to play forward, but আমেরিকান স্কুলের গত বছরের আগের বছরের টুর্নামেন্টে বোধহয় আমি কয়েকবার ফরওয়ার্ড খেলছি, and I really liked it. So I wish that আমি মানে সবসময় আমি মনে করতাম যে if I had a little bit more core strength, যেটা আমার নাই কারেন্টলি খুব বেশি, core strength বা shoulder strength যদি থাকতো, so that I could post up on people, I would have played forward. I would have played post. What about you guys? Or would you not change anything?
No, I have played all the positions, so I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's true. You have Nahian. তুমি মাঝে মাঝে পয়েন্ট গার্ড থেকে পোস্টে চলে যাও পুরা।
Yeah.
I don't know why you play point guard though. You're so good under the rim.
Yeah, under the rim.
It's like যখন যেটা দরকার. See, the thing is, when I'm playing with my team, so they're mostly players who are they're juniors and they don't really have that experience. So আমি দিয়ে দেখছি যে তোমরা খেলো উপরে. So that's why I used to shift যে যখন দরকার পড়তেছে উপরে খেলা to get some control over the game, back to the game. So then I'm shifting to playing the point guard. And then I'm on a time when I had someone more experience on the team. So I used to shift to playing number 3, small forward. So I mean, wing e kheltam, but I was there. So I used to shift and ki bolbo, this was like adjusting to different situations. Game e jokhon je situation
I remember you had a conversation with me about this as well, and ami tomake boltesilam je you can be a small forward, and I give you an example of what LeBron James er kotha bolsilam hoyto ba, you can be a player like that, you can interchange, which is good. I think amar mone hoy je prottek player er kintu needs to be able to rotate and play all 5 positions.
And I think it's important as well. যেরকম I played post শুরুতে when I started I was playing post, but then I moved কি বলবো point guard. So when I moved I knew যে the post player দের এরকম move, so I need to play like this, and this comes to you, so you should explore all the positions so that you can play your position better, to understand with other players what is their actual task, or how are they taking it, that this player is going to move to this position. So a understanding ta chola,
and it also confuses your defense. It confuses the people who are defending you. What the hell is this player? Okay, what to say, huh? Because I remember আমি যখন আমেরিকান স্কুলে ওই টুর্নামেন্টে একটা I think we didn't have a lot of forwards, so আমি মাঝে মাঝে মনিকার সাথে খেলছি, পোস্ট প্লেয়ার ছিল না, আমি মাঝে মাঝে একটু আউটসাইড পোস্ট ফরওয়ার্ড খেলছি, so I didn't do a lot of drive-ins, but আমি আর কি বলবো আউটসাইড শটস নিছি আর মাঝে মাঝে ড্রাইভ ইন করছি, and the person who was defending me was totally confused. So every time I ভিতরে ঢুকছি সে খুব মাঝে মাঝে আমাকে ফলো করতেছিল না, because she thought that I would probably go in and then come out again and take the ball and take a shot. So আমি ফ্রি হয়ে মাঝে মাঝে লে আপ করে ফেলছি. So it really confuses the person who's defending you, আমার মনে হয়.
Yeah, true.
That is true.
আমার তো মনে হয় সবাই জানে আমি পোস্টটা খেলে আমি কি খেলতাম। আমি মনে হয় পোস্ট না খেললে আমি মনে হয় পিজি খেলতাম, I think.
Yeah.
Because আমি মনে হয় as a 3-on-3 খেলার সময় আমার ইগলস টিমে আমি অলওয়েজ পিজি খেলছি, so and I like to take 3-point shots. আমি জানি না কেন আমি অলওয়েজ প্র্যাকটিক্যালি 3-point shots মারা প্র্যাকটিস করতাম,
but we never practice 3-point shots somehow.
You should. I think you should.
আমি অলওয়েজ করতাম because তোমার পাসিং এর রেঞ্জটাও ইনক্রিজ করে আসলে 3-point shots গুলোতে। সো আমার কাছে পিজিটা অনেক ভালো লাগে, কেন জানেন আই লাইক টু প্লে পিজি, আমি এখন মাঝে মাঝে ফরওয়ার্ড থেকে সুইচ করতে চাইলে আমি পিজিতে সুইচ করতে চাই, বাট আমাকে কেউ খেলতে দেয় না।
There's a lot to think about when you play PG actually, because you need to তোমার 4টা প্লেয়ারকে দেখতে হবে, 4টা প্লেয়ারের 4টা ডিফেন্সকে দেখতে হবে, সো টোটাল 8টা প্লেয়ারকে তোমার ওয়াচ করতে হবে, and you have to think in your mind and হিসাব করে বলতে হবে যে তুমি কোন প্লেটা এখন রান করবা। It's a lot of things to think about. It's
আমি কিন্তু ইনিশিয়ালি স্টার্টিং এ পিজি দিয়ে শুরু করছিলাম, আমি কিন্তু স্টার্টিং এ পোস্ট খেলি নাই, সো আমি কিভাবে আমার ইগলস টিমকে নিয়ে খেলতাম, আই নো যে ওরা কখনো প্র্যাকটিস করতো না, বাট আমরা গেমে অনেক ভালোই টাফ ফাইট দিতাম, বিকজ আমরা অনেক ভালো কমিউনিকেশন করতাম, অনেক কথাবার্তা বলে খেলতাম। তো তোমার পিজি ক্যান উইন গেমস বেসিক্যালি, তোমার যেটা হয় পিজি মানে
PG can control the game and take you to a victory.
And পিজি হইতে হলে তোমার সব পজিশনের প্লেটা বুঝতে হবে, ইউ হ্যাভ টু নো উইং এর পজিশন, পোস্টের পজিশন। সো একটা প্লেয়ার সব পজিশন খেললেই, যেটা নাহিয়ান বললো, যে ইউ উইল আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড আমি অ্যাজ আ পিজি আমি পোস্টকে কোথায় পাস দিলে পোস্টে সুবিধা হবে, আমি যদি যতদিন পোস্টটা না খেলে আমি বুঝবো না আসলে পোস্টের পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ। So to understand everyone's point of view, তোমার সবখানে একটু হলো খেলা উচিত। So there is no specific fix যে তুমি এই পজিশন ছাড়া কোথাও খেলবা না। So WNBA NBA তে দেখবা সবাই কিন্তু পোস্টে কেউ খেলে না, সবাই কিন্তু বাইরেই খেলে আসলে, মানে
So you have one position but you play all.
This is one thing.
The position is for the formation. পজিশনটা কিন্তু ফরমেশনের জন্যই মানুষজন বলে, মানে ওরকম স্পেসিফিকলি ওই জোনের বাইরে যে যায় না ওরকম না, ওরা ওই জোনের বাইরেও কিন্তু খেলে আসলে। পোস্ট প্লেয়ারও কিন্তু মারে ফ্রম 0 পয়েন্ট শট। So yeah.
There's one more thing that I'd like to point out, যে আমরা যারা পোস্ট মানে usually যারা পোস্ট খেলি, আমি usually পোস্টই খেলি, so we never actually usually we don't attempt to take 3-pointers. So this is a drawback. So I mean, when I was growing up playing, so আমি ফার্স্ট এর থেকে I used to play post, so I never had the মানে নিড ছিল না যে আমি বাইরে থেকে শুট করব। এমনিতে if I'm going for other type of shots, বাইরে উপরে খেলতেছি, কি বলে, in a wing position or in a point guard position, I never felt মানে the necessity to go. I was always driving in or something was there. So 3-point shots, this is like the only thing that I missed out when I was developing my game. But later on, when we started the Deshi Ballers practice ratre, so tokhon it was like, okay, this is something important, this is something we need to work on. So tokhon theke I started shooting 3-pointers, and my 3-pointers got a lot better than it was.
I think 3-pointers are a game changer. এবং আমার মনে হয় যে when this quarantine and lockdown passes, আমাদের next যখন Deshi Ballers এর ট্রেনিং গুলো আমরা স্টার্ট করব আবার, this 3-point shooting for all players should be a priority. Given any point in a game, if you have a chance or if you have a scope to shoot a 3, you should be able to shoot a 3. Is this one shot you make, hole na hole nai, but it shouldn't be an air ball. It should be something that you shoot properly. And given the timing
করা উচিত, কারণ আমরা কিন্তু 2 মারতে এত ইউজ টু লং পাসও দিতে গেলে আমাদের মনে শর্ট পড়ে যায়। সো 3 থেকে শুরু করে লাইক আমাদের লং পাসেস গুলো একটু ভালোভাবে প্র্যাকটিস করা উচিত।
Tasbia, what position would you like to play?
So when I started off, I am, but when I started off, I always played I didn't. For my first ever tournament, I played post. Because at that in grade 6, I had like a little growth spurt, and I was the tallest girl in class, and it was very weird. But then after a point, after I really got into basketball, I grow kori nai. Everyone else started doing it, and I just remained short.
It's true, it happened to me as well. It's true. I thought I would do Mohavado, but I didn't. I was just stuck there. I was like 14 or something when I started playing, so
I think for me it would definitely be a shooting guard, because like as a post player আমি তো সবসময় পোস্টই খেলে আসছি, but like the top players are very important in making the play and if it's going to be effective or not. ওইখানে তখন like পোস্টের কাছে লাস্টে আসে আর কি, you know what I mean? So like I think playing there can like continuously, and sometimes if things aren't working out, it can get a little frustrating. And the other reason why I think versatility in positions is really important is এটা তো আছে to understand like আচ্ছা আমি ওইখানে থাকলে কি করতাম, but also because during a game most of the time nobody is going to stay in position, either because of stamina or whatever the circumstances is. So I think everybody else should be able to keep cover up for the player who's not there. So it's like, so always I'm going to take the rebound, or somebody else is the post, so I'm not going to try for the rebound. You know what I mean? So mentality ta I think we definitely as a basketball player need to like get out of, like in the sense that acha she ekhon eta korteche sei position e khele to amar kichu korar nai ekhane ba she oita dekhe.
I do believe that a rebound is everyone's responsibility.
Exactly.
And whether you
তুমি যেটা বলছো ওটা ঠিক আছে, বাট ইন সামটাইমস when we play formation তখন কিন্তু আমাদের স্ট্রিক্টলি বলেই যে don't move from your position so that we can learn. So like yeah.
So formations is completely different. The other thing is like when you're just suddenly in the game. Formations is when things are going slow, right? But like when things are going fast, তখন কিন্তু ওইগুলো ট্র্যাক রাখা যায় না আর কি. That's the situation that I'm talking about.
Depending on the situation, you have to work.
And what I learned is that even if we do formations, আমাদের formations করতে হলে we need to all change our positions, like right there. So it's very important for us to know how to play in every position, even for defense. আমাদের কিন্তু মাঝে মাঝে we need to, if we're playing man to man and if our man just cuts in, like for example, it might, like we don't know কখন আমাদের job হবে to get the rebound. So we always need to be alert. It doesn't have to be like আমার পজিশনে আমি হলো শুধু এই জায়গাটা দখল করে রাখবো. It's not like that.
এগুলো সবই তোমার এক্সপেরিয়েন্সের সাথে আসে বেসিক্যালি. তুমি যত গেম খেলবা তত বুঝবা. সো with a team তুমি খেলবা তখন বুঝবা, সাডেনলি আরেকজনের সাথে খেলতে গেলে তোমার বিরক্ত লাগবেই বিকজ ও ভাবে খেলে ইউজ টু না, বাট তোমরা যখন আস্তে আস্তে খেলবা দেন ইট বিকামস ইজি.
I think it takes a lot of patience to মানে একটা নতুন টিমের সাথে অ্যাডজাস্ট করে and then you go for a game because and এই জায়গাটায় I think experience matters a lot because you know when you're new and suddenly you're given a big responsibility and then you go with this team and you're not used to them, so it takes experience to understand that you need to coordinate and work. You can't be like she's not doing that, you can't get mad for something je oh eta korteche na ami ota niye rag korlam
because actually বুঝতেছে না, that's
exactly. So this is the thing, you need patience. So
patience, adaptability, versatility. I think for every athlete, not just a basketball player, I think is very important to be very wholesome in your game.
And that
I want to ask bolo na bolo
বলতেছিলাম যে ফারিনা আপু যেটা বললো about versatility and all of that, so I'm যেটা বলতেছি যে this comes with experience. So when you're new, it's very difficult to understand যে what your player, your teammate is trying to do. So when you have that experience, you know Jana, she's trying to do something and you try to understand and coordinate. So this is the thing, when you can't just blame. So this is a lot of times we're playing, we get in this tendency, নতুন একটা টিমের সাথে খেলতেছি, we start blaming each other. She's supposed to be in her position and she's not, and you're getting annoyed. It's like understanding that player is also struggling. So if you are in her team, you're supposed to help her instead of getting annoyed. So this is something that I learned. I mean, when I used to play with my school team, I was very patient, but then aste I was like, what's going on? When I was trying, I was losing it.
একটা জিনিস হয় কি যেটা আমি বিলিভ করি যে অনেক সময় গেমের মধ্যে কিন্তু there are a lot of frustrations that happen within players because you're playing full time, একটা exhausted, একটা crucial point একটা ভুল হয়ে গেলে কিন্তু you snap, but which is why it's very important to have a post game discussion as a team. যেটা কিন্তু আমরা কখনো করি নাই in the past number of years from 2009 till now যে কটা টিমে আমি ছিলাম, আমরা কখনো একটা গেমের পরে টিম বসে কোচের সাথে বসে বা ম্যানেজারের সাথে বসে we never analyzed or we never discussed যে what went well in today's game, what could have been better, এই গেমের মধ্যে আমি এই ভুল জিনিসটা করছি বা এই কথাটা আমি বলছি and I apologize for shouting at you or for yelling at you, because অনেক সময় কিন্তু কোচও রাগ করে অনেক কিছু বলে, but it's just part of the game. But which is why it's very, very important to have a post-game discussion. Jeta, usually you have it in your game শেষ হলে টিমের লকার রুমে বা চেঞ্জিং রুমে গিয়ে বসে কিন্তু ডিসকাস করে।
And it's very important for the coach to facilitate that as well, because আমরা প্লেয়ার্সরা যদি অন্য প্লেয়ার্সদেরকে জিনিস বলতে থাকি, we might just not take it because you were thinking আমি তো এটা করছিলাম তুমি এটা, just like post game blues, you know what I mean? That's when
আমরা কিন্তু খেলা দেখি নাই যে বাইরে বসেছিল
unbiased, you know what I mean? যে like like this is because she gamer মধ্যে নাই, she game setter mindset নাই, he's completely seeing it, he's seeing everything throughout আর কি, because maybe খেলার মাঝখানে তারা খালি তাদেরটাই দেখতেছে আর কি, you know what I mean? Like we're not like in the game you're not really thinking about এই করতেছে না করতেছে. So this is where
এটা কিন্তু that's where like playing with one team for a long time comes into play. like আমি আমার সানবিমস টিমের সাথে অনেকদিন খেলার পর like we know যে if I need to cover this area like যেটা ফাইন আপু বলো randomly কিছু হলে তখন কি করব তখন like if you have played with a team for a long time you just know যে এই মানুষটা এটা করলে you just do that like it just clicks so ওইটা থাকলে ওইটা আস্তে আস্তে হয় you talk about it you figure it out you understand and then it grows and it takes a lot of time like আমরা যে frustrated হয়েছি like we all became frustrated with each other and I feel like whatever happened was like এটা হতেই পারে but we should have talked about it afterwards instead
this
of
thing
putting
about
it at the back of our
frustration
mind.
this is like players are bound to be frustrated gamers.
We're competitive players.
This is where the coach comes in. So if you have a good coach who is understanding and who can actually support you, মানে গেমের মধ্যে বুঝতেছে যে এই প্লেয়ারটা এই সমস্যা
like not support a player individually but to support the whole team দেখো you also had these mistakes and she also had these mistakes so you guys work that out
it's about understanding and making things work so you need a good coach to মানে overlook that as well and yes of course as players you have that responsibility যে তুমি যখন খেলতেছো make sure you're playing for your own team and not for the opponents because the moment you get this is something I've learned the moment you get মানে pissed off at your own teammate তখনই you start playing for the opponent team so that's like we don't want to do that so this is something to keep in mind and so
us post players also practice our long shots you should I think all post players should practice their long shots. And it's a common misconception in Bangladesh that post players do not shoot a lot of long shots. But it's important to be like I think even on the men's team, Mithun is one of those players. Jay under the rim post up kore bhalo khele, but then he's very good with threes. And he's very good as a point guard as well. So he's a good benchmark.
That's why he's one of the best players in the team because he's so flexible in every position.
And it's happened over the years. So initially shuru korchilo as more of a under the rim post player. But aste aste kintu he expanded his shot range, which is really commendable. And
he's a sharp shooter. He's a really sharp shooter.
Yeah. So I want to ask all of you, and we're coming towards the end of our huddle today. And you know, most of you have had a long experience in playing basketball. You guys played for your school teams. You guys played for your. You guys played at university. You guys played for certain clubs, and then you were part of the national team for a long time. What's next for you guys? What's your next aspiration or next goal as an athlete, as a player? Where do you see yourself?
Now you two have to go first. Amra shobshomoy age
Nahian has prepared for this question, so Nahian, you can go first.
I haven't prepared for this question, but yeah, now the thing is, I am not in Dhaka anymore, so I shifted to USA, and this place is like, people are crazy about basketball. So when I first came here, it was like. I was amazed. There are so many courts around every corner. Prottekta blocker more there's a court. And like people love playing this sport. At school, it's a big deal and all of these things. So I will continue playing basketball. And let's see, I started college ekhane. So due to the coronavirus, everything is closed, everything is online now. So after hopefully when all of this ends and everything starts getting normal, I'll be going for the tryouts and all. And our college, the team ase, I'm gonna try for playing for them. And this is just for now, but there's a lot more. There are a lot of other things that I want to do as well. So maybe if someday I go back and maybe I can play for the national team again. Maybe. So that is there. And another thing is about my club, J Warriors Basketball Club. It came out, I didn't expect it to go so well. First we started with the girls and then we had this boys teams as well. And it was all, it was a good experience. And the best part was I met so many amazing players, so many players who used to play but didn't have a team. Players who are new to the sport and are coming up. So it was a good experience, and hopefully, even though I'm not there in the country, but I still believe we're still going to participate in tournaments like we used to, and we'll still have many teams. Like every tournament we had 2-3 teams, so we're still gonna do that. So I'm hopeful about that as well. So yeah.
I want to add something to that for Nahian, like just like a little advice. America's so competitive when it comes to basketball. I definitely will say this, that like don't get intimidated, and like if like something doesn't work out, you just find your own group of people to play with. You know what I mean? Don't let that intimidate you as well, because it's really competitive. Ami je bolchilam, I used to play.
It is. I went to their. And the best part is, like the courts, it's just like wow. Yeah. I mean, Bangladesh.
That
I don't know how to explain. Like it's amazing. The courts here, the people here, the people who play, the coaches here. Yeah. They're just. It's
the
like
boys pass to you during pickup games.
Yeah.
Huh?
The boys pass to you during pickup games.
Oh man, the struggles in Dhaka. My God, nobody would pass to us.
Oh my God, unless they know you really well, they're not gonna pass to you. And ekhane strangers had that confidence in you to play. You know, when আমি তো pick up খেলতাম mainly. So like definitely that. And another thing যেটা আমার হইছিল অনেক FOMO, like don't get FOMO, and whenever you come to Bangladesh you should definitely try and play tournaments and games with all of us when you come.
I'm gonna host a tournament when I come.
Yes.
Come all the way and be like. So I'm planning on that as well. So there'll be a tournament when I come.
Yeah. Great. That's a lot of things to hope for, but we really hope that it all comes true.
Exactly.
What about the rest of you?
That is true.
Tasfiya's gonna go.
What's next?
Why?
Yeah, Tasfiya, you need to speak. Especially,
I was actually hoping that, one day I'd be able to continue playing like Ashrin Apu and Rami Apu and, like Monica Apu throughout that age. But then I had a little incident a few months ago, and I don't know, I hope that things change so that I have the opportunity to play again now, because I don't think right now I will be given the opportunity because of the circumstance, but I can hope. That's all.
Yeah.
But you're always welcome to play with Deshi Ballers.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
That I don't even need to say. Yeah.
You should come to play. You should come
But
back.
I just wish it wasn't like that, and I wish there weren't so many barriers for, it just sucks.
Yeah.
I don't let that get to you,
I feel like there should be more tournaments. Deshi Ballers is doing an amazing job, but like more people should step up and start organizing and hosting more tournaments. School tournaments are also dying out, by the way. So we need to encourage people to start playing again, both boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
So
now they do mainly under 18 and all that, and we can't play in
there's
those.
so many restrictions. But
we have Deshi Ballers, right?
People don't get that you learn and you become the best version of yourself by playing with players of all ages. Because that's what happened in Sunbeams. Amra junior, senior, shobai ekshate kheltam.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to be cocky, but I'm proud to say that that's why we've been, holding that winning streak, because we're not scared. We're so open with each other. Like, I still keep in touch with people who are in 6th and 7th grade, like ballers. And there's just such amazing people, like communication, teamwork, like everything. It's so important. So age limits shouldn't be set for tournaments.
Yeah, definitely.
Should be able to play.
And this is something that everybody admits. Even the boys, they were hosting a talk show on Facebook last week. Shekhane oraও boltechilo je all of us grew up playing with different age groups, and we played with our seniors, we played with our juniors, we grew up playing with boys. এরকম কিছু নাই কখনো যে আমি শুধু আমার সিনিয়র থেকে শিখবো। আমি কিন্তু অনেক কিছু আমি আমার জুনিয়রদের থেকেও শিখছি। People who are much younger than me, ওদের থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখছি যেটা আমি সিনিয়রদের থেকে শিখে নেব, আমি নিজে হয়তো শিখি।
Example is the tournament you guys hosted a few months ago. The most junior team won, and they beat out all the seniors. Like Sunbeams, they're in 7th, 8th grade. And they beat out people who are 30 years old and have been playing for 20 plus years. Like, can you believe that?
That's right,
out of nowhere. Yeah.
Sports must be inclusive. It must be inclusive for all age groups, for people from different socioeconomic backgrounds. Like it should just be open for anyone who wants to play. এমনও বলা যাবে না যে তোমার বয়স বেশি তুমি খেলতে পারবা না, বা এমনও বলা যাবে না যে hey, you come from a good background, you have a lot of money, so you don't deserve to play basketball. Like এভাবে কোনো segregation করা যাবে না. Like anyone who wants to play, who loves the game, should have a spot, should have a chance, should be given a chance. So segregate na korte. Sharmila and Kabir has written, Tashwa, you're absolutely brilliant, and don't let a small incident bring you down. Deshi Ballers and all your well-wishers have your back. Definitely. I mean, the national team is just one team, and one opportunity. There are thousands of other opportunities that are there where you can don't let anyone get you down and tell you can't play. Please continue to play. If you love the game, it'll work out. It does. I'm a living proof that it does. Yeah. What about you, Farheen?
I was talking about Ashinapu. So Ashinapu sprained her wrist, right-handed wrist, which is her dominant hand. So she sprained it. এরপরে আমাদের যে GYC তে we used to practice. So she was attending the practices with the wrist, and I don't know how. I mean, she was scoring, not just shooting, but she was actually scoring with her left hand, and that was just
using
amazing.
my left hand.
Not just কাছে থেকে shots, but like বাইরে থেকে দূরে থেকে shots, free throw বাইরে থেকে shots. So that was the most amazing thing that I have ever seen anyone do.
আমার মেন্টালিটিটা ছিল হচ্ছে যে আমি থ্যাংক ইউ নাহিয়ান। আমি যে টুর্নামেন্টে I sprained my wrist, ওই টুর্নামেন্টের সময় আমি আসলে বুঝি নাই, ওই অ্যাড্রেনালিনে I didn't feel the pain, but when I went back home আমার পেইনটা শুরু হয়েছে, and I realized that I had sprained it. So কয়েকদিন I was resting at home, and then I thought that the rest of my body is doing fine, so might as well make use of that practice. And যেহেতু my right hand is my dominant shooting hand, and my left hand is the weaker one, I thought it's a great opportunity for me to work on my left hand. I mean, left hand
worked out great.
I remember I practice গুলো তো আমি left hand দিয়ে আমি lay up করছি, left hand দিয়ে আমি free throw গুলো করছি, so it helped me. So I think we see a silver lining in all bad times.
This is also important. We players, we really do not focus on our left hand. This is something we need to work on more.
Guys, if you get injured, please get it checked. Don't play with an injured ankle or anything. It might get worse. So, be careful.
Good disclaimer.
Just be careful.
That's why a lot of sports are falling back in Bangladesh. The mindset of limiting in age groups only limits your ability to improve, and skills plateau. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah, that's really true.
Because you can't expect somebody's playing career to be limited to like when she's 25 or 30. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like you have players on the Sri Lankan national team who are 40 years old, and they've been playing together for 20 years straight. So ekhane ashole of course tomar skill wise you're falling back, othoba tomar injury by your body can't take it anymore, tahole it's a different thing. But simply an age should not be a limiting factor.
That's true.
What about Farheen? What's next for you as an athlete?
I think after the India tournament, right, I mentioned that that year I really self-practiced and played a lot of tournaments, and alhamdulillah I was like performance ta amar bhalo chilo. I was really satisfied with my performance and stamina. Like I would play the AISD games, which are actually full 40 minutes, full on. I don't know, Tashfi and Nahian, if you remember, Aki. But like 2019, I think sort of fell off. And I definitely, I really wanted to play for the national team again, because like I've been wanting that for such a long time, but and I thought this SA games would have been a great opportunity, but for whatever circumstances that we all know, nothing that didn't work out quite early on. But I'm glad that it didn't work out early on for you, me, and Monica, because at least they didn't waste our time. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to, improve my skills again, so I can make it to the national team, like at least once. And basketball is like athletic Khalapur. It's like part of your identity. Like if you let that go, like what
That is
like
a lot.
what I have there to talk about. Like there's nothing to motivate you like to do something. So I definitely want to hold on to that and train myself as well. 2019, I definitely fell off, but then Tapur, I joined the Deshi Ballers year. Practice is starting this year as well, because I was like, after 2019, I'm gonna come back up. So yeah, hopefully I'm able to do that. Wherever I go, I hope I can hold on to it, Turkey.
Yeah. Great. What about you, Monica?
Future.
Monica, মনে হয় আসলে ওর নেক্সট প্ল্যান হচ্ছে to get married, because এটা নিয়ে আসলে সবাই concerned যে ওর family থেকে বলতেছে, so that's probably her next
বিয়ে করবা।
আমার ইচ্ছা নাই আসলে, মানুষের ইচ্ছা আমাকে বিয়ে করায় দেয়ার, যেটা কমেন্টে আমি বুঝতেছি আসলে। সো মানে আমার হচ্ছে এই লাস্ট মান্থ কোয়ারেন্টাইন
শুনতেছি না, I can't hear anything.
Hello,
you want to log in and check?
Yeah.
আচ্ছা, ওকে আমি লগ আউট করতে বলতেছি। হ্যাঁ, go on, Monica.
আচ্ছা, সো আমার হচ্ছে মানে আমরা মনে হয় এই থ্রু আউট দ্য ইয়ার অনেক ভালোই ফর্মে ছিলাম। আসলে এই ব্রেকটা দেওয়ার পরে ফর্মটা অনেক নষ্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। সো আফটার এভরিথিং এন্ডস, আবার গেট ব্যাক টু শেপ, গেট ব্যাক টু গেম। সো নিজের ইমপ্রুভমেন্টই মেইন, আর প্লাস উইথ দেশি বলার্স উই হ্যাভ আ লট অফ প্ল্যান, সো ওগুলো তো এক্সিকিউট করতে হবে। সো ইয়ারে অনেক প্ল্যান ছিল আমাদের, বাট ডিউ টু দিস রিজন হইল না। সো
That's true, we had a lot of exciting things planned, so এগুলো আমরা আসলে করতে পারিনি। সেটা নিয়ে আমাদেরও অনেক মন খারাপ, very depressed, but দেখা যাক ইনশাআল্লাহ যদি
I would like to add that the tournament you guys hosted, like the last tournament you hosted, I didn't play, but just being there, it was so wholesome. And you guys organized it in such a fun way. Like people of all age categories came and just had a blast. So thank you, and I hope you guys keep on the good work and keep expanding Deshi Ballers.
তুমি লাস্ট ইয়ার একটু জয়েন করো নাই না?
Last year, I had my SAT exams.
She was there. She played decathlon and then.
Yeah, but you played.
Tournament day, I had my SAT exam scheduled that day. That's why I'm
last year tournament just I think ekdin age bodhoy I was just talking to Tashia randomly, and I asked her, she was asking about the tournament, and আমি ওকে বললাম যে তুমি even if you're not playing, you can come and help us out. So she came and she helped us. She was one of the scorekeepers, table officials, so she helped us a lot. Thank you.
And 3-on-3 or the one in March?
International Women's Day 3-on-3.
Oh, that's
it was in March. It was in March, right?
Yeah.
Oh, March. What's it actually?
Yeah.
তুমিও খেলো না এভাবে।
Yeah. No. I will have to go on a work trip. That's why. But like I definitely really appreciate you guys hosting.
Yeah, I can hear everyone except Farhina.
Oh God.
I think it's time to end the show.
Listen to her later. Yeah.
So like I think it's definitely I really want to appreciate you guys for having this tournament, and because like as players, we talked about the motivation monetary, but like these tournaments are definitely motivations, and it's sad that you guys are the only one driving it when we have federations and bodies doing it, and we do it last minute or amader age group er jonno na. So like there isn't a platform for us to motivate. Like if there aren't any tournaments, then like what's the point? I mean, এখন কেন practice করবো, আজকে practice টা miss যাই, nothing's coming up. So I definitely look forward
you have to look forward to somewhere where you can showcase.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I was really looking forward to AISD as well, because that is definitely one of the most competitive grounds that we get, like because internally to amra jani how we are and stuff like that, and we always play internally, but playing with AISD is definitely a motivation, because like that's when you apply everything that you're working for, and so yeah, appreciate that, and I just hope the message goes that other people should include it, because not just federations, a lot of the এখন অনেকেই কিন্তু একটু ছোটখাটো করে টুর্নামেন্টস করে as well, but ওইখানে একটু মেয়েদেরকে ইনক্লুড করে, একটু প্রপারলি অর্গানাইজ করে as well, because like at the end of the day, I don't want to say like brag or anything, but we're old. We've been to a lot of tournaments. You don't want to go attend like a haphazard tournament, like then you don't take it
No, of
seriously.
course, and এখন কিন্তু we've set a standard. তাই না?
Yeah,
I think at least with the Deshi Ballers tournaments, we have set a standard for how tournaments are. So আমি জানি যে যারা Deshi Ballers tournament খেলে অন্যান্য টুর্নামেন্টে যায়, ওরা কিন্তু এসে অনেক কিছু কমপ্লেইন করে because they've already seen that standard, and সবাই হয়তো ওই স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এখন রিচ করতে পারে নাই, which is okay. We're happy to set the standard for others to see and learn. যে আসলে কিভাবে because 2020 guys, abroad in America, in the European countries, they are organizing fantastic tournaments. এখানে মানে it's crazy the way they organize it. ওভাবে আমরা যেতেও পারি না এখনো পর্যন্ত. We're not able to stream games live. We're not able to show them on TV. So we have a long way to go.
It's got a lot to do with how we don't have any fully public courts. Like even federation, it's not open for us to
I
go.
can't hear
Farhinapu, when she used to be in Chicago, pick-up games killed in public courts where it would be open for anyone at any hour of the day. We don't have courts like that. Even in GYC, we need to pay a amount and then go in there. And
right.
Then certain people are playing, other people can't play. Like, restriction, we're not being able to reach that level.
It's true. আমাদের বাংলাদেশে অনেক ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচারাল স্ট্রাগলস আছে with easily accessible basketball court সবখানে নাই, এবং সবখানে সবাই পে করে ঢুকতে পারে না।
আমাদের কিন্তু অনেকগুলো কোর্টস আছে, কিন্তু I know we we don't like I think
but they don't give us access, public access.
Right.
Like almost all the DOHs have basketball courts, like
exactly
together, but they don't give free access.
I've been kicked out of those courts.
They don't.
Nahian, remember we went to DHS and then they আমাদের তারাই দিছিল কোর্টটা থেকে, মনে আছে? Like what the hell, like what are we doing? তুমি কোর্টটা কি বানাইছো কিসের জন্য? You know what I mean?
I don't think Nahian can hear us. Nahian, can you hear us?
I can hear now. Everything's good.
Okay, good. But I'm just trying to summarize করি। আমার মনে হয় যে it's a message to everyone who's watching. If there are people from our sports bodies, from our sports federations who are watching, it's a positive message to them that we are here, we are active, we are still playing. যতটুকু opportunity পারা যায় আমরা কিন্তু provide করতেছি। With Deshi Ballers, we are providing those opportunities, but একটা organization একা কিন্তু achieve করতে পারবে না। If the central body makes basketball inclusive for all age groups, for all levels, তাহলে কিন্তু আস্তে আস্তে ডেভেলপমেন্ট হবে, এবং আস্তে আস্তে গেমের জন্য বলবো ইন্টারেস্টটাও বাড়বে। বিকজ এখন কিন্তু there are a lot of girls who are playing at school level, at university level, beyond university level, even in the older segment, and you cannot kick out people with experience, you cannot kick out people who are able to and who love the game still. So আমরা কিন্তু আসলে we're not enemies, we want good, we want the betterment of the quality of basketball for women, at least, because I know that the men's team have reached a certain level from the years of playing together, but age restriction গুলো আমরা কখনো men's team এর মধ্যে দেখি নাই, যেটা আমরা এখন women's team এর মধ্যে we are experiencing, that it's just a mental block that if you're a certain age, or if you like even with people's marital status, like I've heard comments about me being married and I'm not being fit for a team. Like that is just absurd. What it has anything to do with how my skills and how my playing abilities matter with how my age and with whether I'm married or not. Because we know in the WNBA there are players who are mothers. There are players like Sue Bird is 40 years old. She's going to turn 40 this year, and she's still one of the best players. তারও অনেক injuries আছে, তারও অনেক shortcomings আছে as a from in physically, but
I would like to point out that when we went to Kolkata, like it's not just in America. Kolkata, we saw one of the players in one of the Central Railway teams, I think. She came with her child. Yeah, she came with her child, and her child was stay was taken care of. Her and her child stay both were taken care of, and it was supported. Nobody gave them weird looks. Nobody said any weird things.
There's a big comment we've received. The segregation issue has been getting worse in basketball, not just age. There have been specific rules in certain tournaments based on education mediums, BKSP, non-BKSP institutions, inside Dhaka, outside Dhaka. Back when we used to be in school, almost everyone used to get together in tournaments and the community was much strong. It hasn't been the same recently. I do agree that when you segregate, you're just segregating the community. আসলে communityতে একসাথে grow করবে। এই ভাগাভাগি করে দিলে কিন্তু আসলে কখনো grow করবে না। আমি যদি
And
শুধুমাত্র
we usually don't get better in basketball by all of this. Like basketball, you get better by playing with people who are better than you. That's how the whole bunch gets better.
হ্যাঁ, একটা ছেলেদের আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড টুর্নামেন্টে যদি আমি ন্যাশনাল টিম প্লেয়ারদেরকে বাদ দিয়ে দিই, বিকেএসপি প্লেয়ারদেরকে বাদ দিয়ে দিই, হাউ আর ইউ গোইং টু এক্সপিরিয়েন্স better skills? How are you going to feel competitive? Ibrahim
You know
has
what that
certain
saying goes like, if you're the best in the room, then you're in the wrong room.
of course, you have to continuously strive to be the best. So I think Ibi was talking about, how you need to be a more versatile player. It also goes the other way around, where guards should learn how to play in the post, take advantage of mismatches, and also understand where a post player wants the ball, passing angles and stuff. I took pride in being able to take the guard to the post and finish around the rim. So, it's important to do all of that. But যেটা নিয়ে আমরা ডিসকাস করতেছিলাম যে, when you keep the sport inclusive for everyone, then it just builds healthy relationships. কারণ একজনকে বাদ দিয়ে আরেকজনকে বাদ দিয়ে একজনকে রাখা, it just causes unnecessary dispute and negativity within the community, which is unwanted, because আমরা এখনো এত ছোট একটা গ্রুপ, এত ছোট একটা স্পোর্ট, we don't need that right now. I mean, maybe when it's really really big, এখন যেমন ক্রিকেট যে লেভেলে গেছে, we have the scope to segregate based on age groups, based on clubs, based on defense, under 18, under 20, 30 plus. এভাবে করে আমরা করতে পারবো segregation. But basketball is still so small, man. You can't do that. Yeah. So great. I think we have had a good discussion today. Thank you guys for joining. Before we close, I have a big night, a very small surprise game that I want to play with you guys.
Oh my
Are you ready?
No.
Ta-da! নাহিয়ান ভাবতেছে, ও নো, এখন সিলেবাসে কমন পড়ে নাই, সো আমি আমার কি হবে? নাহিয়ান, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your screen froze, but I can still hear you.
আমার ইন্টারনেট চলে গেছে মনে হয়।
Screen froze. Yeah. Okay, you're back.
Is my internet gone?
No, it's there.
আমি যেন কনসেন্ট্রেট মিউট করতে পারি, so that আমি
if I can't hear anything, I'll just start crying now.
I can figure out.
My Wi-Fi disconnected so many times. Every single time I was popping out, it was because of that.
Ashina's screen freeze করছে, আমি বুঝতেছি না কে
Cat was meowing at part. My cat was meowing so loud, I turned off my video.
Is Ashina talking? I'm বুঝতেছি না, did I lose her?
No, please.
Yeah, we all lost her.
Oh.
I can't hear her.
Can you guys hear me now?
I guess.
There's two Ashina Nice.
What?
Laptop থেকে
I'll take a screenshot of that.
How? No.
Yeah, চলো।
আমি জানি না দুটা কেন আসছে, but can you guys hear me properly?
Yeah, নাহিয়ান চলে গেছে আবার।
কই নাহিয়ান তো ছিল, এই যে নাহিয়ান আছে, ও ছবি তুলতে গিয়ে মনে হয় আউট হয়ে গেছে, but the game is so exciting that আমি বের হয়ে গেছি, internet couldn't take it because it's so exciting. আচ্ছা, so the game is, আমাদের এই যে StreamYard-এ আমরা যে চ্যাটটা করতেছি, live huddle episode 6, and this is going to be our last episode for the season. এই জন্য we had to finish with a blast, something very very exciting. So আমাদের এই live sessionটার মধ্যে কিন্তু there's a limit of adding 6 people, so we are 5. So can you guys guess what I'm about to do right now?
You're going to add someone, I don't know who.
I'm not going to add anyone. I'm going to ask you guys to add somebody. So the game is, you guys all have the link to come to this huddle. You guys all have the link to join this huddle, right? You তোমাদের কাছে email আছে already. So the game is, you have to invite a friend who is not watching this huddle right now to join this huddle. The first friend to join this live chat will win a Deshi Ballers merchandise. You and your friend will both win this. All you have to do is call, message, whoever. Tell them to join this Deshi Ballers live. Anything. It can be anyone. যে কেউ হইতে পারে। এমন কাউকে ইনভাইট করবা যে এই হাডলটা দেখতেছে না লাইভ। The person is not watching live.
But how can you tell if they're watching or not?
We can check who's watching.
Oh God. Okay.
So find somebody who's not likely to watch this huddle right now. send them the link and tell them to join. The
Our
first
invite
person to
slow.
join wins. I'm going to wait.
Can I ask my dad to join?
You can ask anybody. Anybody who's not watching right now. Tick, tick.
Is Zara watching? Because then that doesn't count.
Zara is watching.
Okay, never mind. Zara, you don't
Click
count.
on the link I
Second
sent
comment.
you and join. Click on the link I sent you and join.
Are you guys here?
Tick, 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 tick,
I done my part.
tick, tick. কই তুমি কি পার্ট করছো? তোমার তো কেউ আসে নাই এখনো।
I think she called her sister.
Nah.
I am waiting to
He's
see
probably
to
sleeping.
find someone to join. Tick tick.
Join করার আগে আমি নাই হয়ে যেতে পারি।
Tick.
I don't know why they're not.
A friend who is not watching this huddle right now, the first friend to join will win a Deshi Ballers merchandise.
আমি একজনকে দিছি।
Come on, who is it going to be? Who is it going to be?
With my dad.
Whose friend is going to? Who is going to join our huddle? Who will be that one friend who will save you today?
I think Tasfia's gonna win.
নাইহান কাউকে দিছো?
Tasfiya, আমি আমার বোনকে দিচ্ছি।
মানে নাইহানের গ্রুপে দিয়ে দাও।
গ্রুপে দিয়েছে কোন গ্রুপে?
Honestly.
আমি
Still waiting.
দাঁড়াও।
But then I realized
Still waiting.
দাঁড়াও।
ভাই আজকে মানে মানুষজন একটু নামাজ পড়তেছে।
Okay, we have somebody. We have somebody. Any guesses who it's going to be?
Is it my dad?
Am I going to reveal it now?
It's Tasfiya's
আমি যাকে
dad.
দিছি সে নাকি দাও।
9, 8, 7,
Ibi.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-ta.
Hi, Mama.
Assalamualaikum, uncle.
Walaikum salam. She kind of hoodwinked me. She didn't tell me what was going on.
Uncle, we are playing a game where so basically the game is they have to invite a friend who is not watching this huddle or live chat right now, and whoever
Well,
is the
I
first
was.
person.
I was.
Oh, তাহলে তো হয় নাই।
Wait, I didn't know you were watching it. I thought you were in the gym. I didn't know.
So uncle, you are here live on the Deshi Ballers huddle where we are talking about the national team 2018. And the game was we had to invite a friend to join this huddle and to say hello to all our viewers.
Hello,
Uncle, আপনি কিছু বলেন।
Hello. I was watching it in the beginning, বুঝছো? And then I got a little bit, and then তোমরা তো অন্য কথাতে চলে গেছো, so I kind of stopped it.
আচ্ছা।
Yeah. But
Great, we will take that.
At first. অনেক কিছু
I
তোমরা
lost my
explain
room because
করছিলাম
everyone keeps coming in.
Like যারা নতুন খেলতেছে, how they should play and stuff like that. So I did watch quite a bit of it. And I did like it quite a few times.
Thank you, uncle. আপনি কি আমাদের যারা দেখছে basketball players, female basketball players যারা আছে, do you want to give a message to them? Because we all know that you have always supported Tasfiya to play basketball, and this is the kind of support we always wish for and hope for from all our parents. So any message that you want to give to those who are watching?
I want all parents to think that their daughters are as equal in every way as their sons are, and they should be given the same opportunities like playing basketball. I've always believed in that.
Yeah.
And I want to keep spreading that, that feeling to everybody every time, everywhere I go. I do that all the time. Sometimes Tasya
Thank you so
doesn't
much.
understand that, but remind her.
Yeah. No, we are very grateful. We're very grateful to fathers like you who support their daughters, and we hope that because not everyone is blessed and lucky like that. সবার অনেকের অনেক ধরনের সমস্যা থাকে, problem থাকে, but we are happy that we have an example like you.
Especially there's a social pressure from the other relatives, in the immediate family, and then we have to kind of overcome that, and then that's always a big pressure from other people,
Great.
especially Muruppiদের থেকে. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yes. But thanks to you and thanks to us, we're trying to hopefully we're trying to change that mindset a little bit.
Definitely.
People are becoming more open to let their daughters play and give them the same opportunity. Thank you, Uncle, for joining
I
our
wish you
live,
guys
and you
all
have
the best.
won this contest.
Okay.
And you will
Take care, guys.
get a free Deshi Ballers merchandise, which we will send to you and Tashfia. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thanks, guys. Well done, Tashfia. You have won this game. So a great way to close. Great way to close this Huddle episode.
কোনো
Last
প্লেয়ার
episode.
আসলো না দেখলা আমি মনে হয় জয়িতাকে নক দিছিলাম কাকাকে নক
ঘুমাইতেছে নাকি সবাই?
আমি তো পুরো
সবার কপালে
দেখছি না তো কোনো
জয়িতা লিখছে missed it.
আমি দিছিলাম ওকে ও বল কি ল্যাপটপে ঢুকবো মোবাইলে ঢুকবো এরকম করতে করতে আঙ্কেল চলে আসছে থাক তোমার
Great, so আমরা মোটামুটি ক্লোজ করতে পারি. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Tashfia. Thank you, Farheen, Nahian, Monica, for sharing your basketball journeys with us and for sharing your thoughts, your future aspirations with those who are watching. আমি ছোট্ট করে একটা সামারাইজ করে দেই যে আজকে আমরা কি কি জিনিস নিয়ে ডিসকাস করলাম. So today we were gathered at our last Huddle episode of this season, right before Eid. খুব ভালো একটা টাইমে we were able to close. Today we were talking about the 2018 All India Basketball Tournament where the Bangladesh men's and women's teams were invited to play. And none of us were able to bring back any trophies home, but we had great experiences with some of the top teams, private and public teams in West Bengal. And this is our last Huddle episode. We've done 6 Huddle episodes so far at the Deshi Ballers from the Deshi Ballers page. So if you want to look back and find, what we talked about over the past 6 episodes, you can find the links on the Deshi Ballers Facebook page and on our YouTube pages as well. So thanks a lot for watching. And, we've discussed a lot of things. We've all in positive spirit, all in the spirit of the love of basketball. And we do want a lot of development to take place. We do want to continue to play basketball. And hence, it's been a nice journey with these huddles. I hope that everybody during this quarantine and lockdown, everybody is safe. Everybody has enjoyed our discussions. And before we sign off, maybe everyone can say Eid Mubarak to everybody who's watching and hope everybody has a blessed and safe Eid. Yeah? So we can all say goodbye.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah.
Stay home and stay safe.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.